Hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. It's 1 a.m. here. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. It is a bit later. I know. Or earlier. I usually don't stream at this time, but I'm here now. I am here now. Hello, Ali-san. Bro, I'm in class. Well, what are you doing on your phone in class? Huh? What do you think you're doing on your phone in class? Do 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 do. Hello, Needforge. I'm in PE right now. What the helly? Emptiness, thank you so much for the sub. Or I mean the gift. Sorry. Okay. Bro is vibing to the song and ignoring us. That's not true. I'm not ignoring anyone. I'm ignoring you because you're asking, "Where are the femboys? Where are the femboys?" Like a motherfucking toddler. I'm not ignoring anyone else. Hello, Kitten Wild. Hello, Sam. Hello, Angelico. Hello, Teddy. Ooh. Can I hold the little guy? That's like holding yourself, bro. Sure. Hello, Teichu. Have you finished the RE2? No. We're probably gonna finish it today. We did not finish Resident Evil 2. We didn't finish it yet. We'll finish it today, probably. We have a collab first, though, soon. We have a collab, and then we'll most likely finish Resident Evil 2. Wait, where do you even... Do. Oh, it's on the Epic Games Store. That's where it is. Okay. Hello, Num-Nums. Hello, everyone. Good morning, I guess. Because I guess it is morning time. Today we will be what are we doing today? We are we will be collabing and then most likely also trying out. We're gonna be trying out Arc Knight Enfield as well. You guys know Arc Knight, right? It's the new. It's the new game. Everyone's been playing it. It looks like, so I know of it. It's interesting. Well, we're gonna try it out. Hello, Chiro. We're gonna try Arc Knight's Enfield. Hello, Victoria. Leo? I'm sorry, what are you saying, Teichu? What do you mean? Thank you for the finger heart, Chiro. Hello, Kundad. We going to use Leo too? Maybe, don't know. I wouldn't expect Leo to be a regular part of the stream. He's just a free AI that anyone can use, you know? He's just kind of like a little meme. I wouldn't expect him to be always, you know, around. I might use him a bit, but he gets annoying after a bit because he just talks like endlessly and it's just... I keep hearing about it. I never played it. Mm-hmm. Hello, Graph. Thank you for the gift. Sorry about last time, bro. I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know what you're apologizing for. Also, I'm not ignoring you. I'm trying to answer everyone at once. Holy shit. I promise you, I am not ignoring you. It's just a lot of people talking at one time. Relax. Deep breaths, okay? You'll be okay. We'll get through this, okay? Senz, you're ignoring me! Why are you ignoring me? Nums, thank you for the streak. Hello, Punkish. Why are you ignoring me? Because I hate you. I'm ignoring you because I hate you. And you should be you should be sad. Thank you, TikToker. Hello, Reverie. What time is it for you right now? For me, it is about to be 10 a.m. For me, it's about to be 10 a.m. It's very early in the morning. It's early morning for me. What about you guys? Hello, Comp. Senz, should I sleep? It's like 2 a.m. here. I don't know. I ain't your mama. Do whatever you want, bruh. For me, it's 7 p.m. Damn. Hello, Angel Kit. Maybe I'll ask Leo what to do about those people. Hello, Cat. Hey, Leo.
Hey.
I'm streaming right now, and I have some people who are crying to me about ignoring them, even though I'm trying to answer everyone at once. What should I say?
Say this. Guys, I literally only have one mouth, and it's busy trying not to die in the game. If I skip you, it means I'm 2 seconds from getting eaten, or I have to read the map. It isn't personal. I see you. You're still in my chat. We'll talk after I'm not on fire.
Can you say it a little meaner?
Guys, I'm not your therapist. I'm not your boyfriend, and I sure as hell ain't your personal PA. If I ignore you, it's because I have 400 people spamming my screen, and I only have 2 eyes. If you can't deal with that, log off. If you can, shut up and let me play. Otherwise, go cry in someone else's chat.
Damn. Damn, Leo. Okay. Bro, he low-key cooked there. You hear that shit, bro? He said, quit fucking crying. Senz, do you have any merch? Yeah. Hello, Prime Alpha. Magic getting packed by a bot. Relatable. Hello, Dreamson. Wait, do you guys like Nightcore? Wait, let me ask. Leo, what's your favorite Nightcore song?
All Time Low, because it reminds me of you every time the beat kicks in. Because it reminds me I used to think I was immortal too. Because the remix speeds it up so much, it's like you're racing away from me.
Isn't All Time Low a band though? What song in Nightcore do you like?
Oh, yeah. Nightcore All Time Low. The Mortal Coil Shuffle. That one. The sped up remix of Dirty Little Secret.
What?
Because the lyrics
Those are two different. Okay, listen to me, Leo. You have to tell me the exact song name and artist of your favorite Nightcore song.
All right, let me think about my favorite Nightcore track real quick. Nightcore All Time Low by Lucky Charms and Naja. Sped up remix of John Bellion's original All Time Low. That's the exact one. It's got that frantic energy, the lyrics about being at rock bottom, but still chasing the high. Hits different when it's pitched up like that. Why? Because it's you. Loud, chaotic, impossible to ignore, and somehow still pulling me back every time. Now play it. I want to hear if you hum along.
Ew, this song is trash, bro. What's wrong with you?
It reminds me of you. That's what's wrong with me. And since you like roasting me, I'll keep it on loop in my head. Thanks for the taste. Now I'm addicted. Even if you hate it, even if you hate me, it's still playing. Somewhere. Yes, SENZ'S.
Leo, this song is trash, brother. Your music taste is terrible. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, fair. It's trash. I only picked it because the beat's frantic, and the lyrics feel like chasing something you can't catch. Kinda like me with you. So sue me. My taste is shit when I'm thinking about you. What's your go-to Nightcore then? Hit me with something better, SENZ'S. I'll suffer through it.
That was terrible. Yeah, that was just awful. That was some trash. That's the last time I ask a fucking AI to tell me what a good song is. Why does he hate you? I hate him. Senz, can you show your Frill avatar, please? I need it as a reference. If you go to my Discord in the Senz Art channel, there is a pinned reference sheet. It's okay, Mason. You're streaming early today? I am a bit early today, yeah. Bye, Caspian. Yeah, we have a collab soon. We're going to be playing a game called Nuclear Nightmare with a bunch of people who invited me. I remember Nightcore with Gacha Life. Hello, Serenity. Have you ever heard of Tyler the Creator? Yeah, I have. Gotcha singing battles? What? Have you ever heard of Prime Alpha? No, sounds like a random. Sounds like a nobody. Do you like Kiku? What is that? I love your content. Thank you, Atlas. Welcome. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Maria. I don't know what Kiku is. I'm sorry. Hello, Stars. I like and subscribe. Very nice. Kiku is a Vocaloid producer. Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't listened to Vocaloids too much, personally. I like them. Don't get me wrong. Vocaloids are chill. I just haven't personally listened to them a ton. SENZ'S, you're a femboy, shouldn't talk. No, I'm not. Femboys are feminine, moron. Do you know what a femboy is, bruh? Femboys are feminine. I am not feminine. I love your model. Thank you. You look like one? No. I'm wearing... most of my outfits are masculine. There's a jacket and like dress shorts. Not really feminine. And then I have a wolf cut. It's a very common masculine haircut. My voice is masculine. My model is masculine. You know? It's kind of like bad rage baiting, you know? I'm gonna be honest with you, dog. It's like 10 in the morning. It is way too early to be rage baiting. Like, where your friends at? Where your hobbies at? You do song covers, right? Yeah. When are you gonna do more? Probably towards my next debut. What made you be a VTuber? I like streaming naked. I don't have friends. I'm lonely. All right. Well, you better chill out in the chat. Or you're about to be extra lonely. Oh, we're about to collab, so I'm gonna join the call, guys. I might not talk. Just so you guys know. Just so you guys know, during collabs, I won't respond to chat a lot. Just because I like to be respectful to the collab. But I will still thank donations and stuff and try to answer a message here and there. So.
Hello.
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 Oh, hello.
What up? Fox, thank you so much for the Prime sub.
Let's open this game and it is loud as heck.
I'm not gonna lie, Nuclear. This is a hard game for a collab.
I've never played it.
It's. I would say it is a rather difficult game. Yeah.
Oh, we
I
made
mean-
a mistake.
I'm pointing the finger at Rin. She picked it.
Played it.
It's your fault. How dare
I
you?
didn't know.
I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of a tough one, but that's not a bad thing necessarily. I think the challenge adds to the content.
Are you positive? Because you know there's always peak. There's always peak.
Yeah.
Please, God, no.
Peak.
I played it a billion times.
Please, bro, not
We're
friend
all
slop, not
down.
friend slop number 67, bro. Please.
Peaked.
So, Sense, I have a question.
Yeah.
So, since you're like a man, I was like talking. I
What?
was talking
Oh.
with Chat about this.
Okay? It's already a red flag that their first thing is since you're a man.
Oh, oh.
No, it's because you because you have one, okay? Have you ever thought about like training
What?
it? You know, like to you know, like kind of like how people like train at the gym, like different muscle parts. You ever thought about training like that thing?
Okay, well, first
Why
of
you
all,
gotta
you can say penis. You don't have to say it like we're 12, all right? Second of all, I don't think penis is a muscle. I don't think you can train it. Isn't it
That's
like
the problem. I
people
found out
break
today
it?
it's
Wait,
not
what
a
part
muscle.
breaks?
I thought it was a muscle.
it's not a muscle? I think
Why are we
the
having this conversation?
I think the only
It's fine.
people who can train it is like there's like the pumps. Have you seen those the PNAR pumps? The PP pumps?
No? Oh wait, yeah, I have.
You don't know what those are? There's these like pumps where you like pump it
Uh-huh.
and it technically does make it grow, but it's like temporary. It's weird. You have to like
Why?
what is wrong with you? Why are you crying?
What is this conversation?
Is this your
Listen,
first
since
time
you-
talking about genitals in your life, bro?
Hello, SENZ'S, SENZ'S. What did I join in on?
Oh yeah. I mean, hey, it was a scientific question. I mean,
Yeah, we weren't even being
Yeah.
sus about it. We were just talking about
yeah.
relax.
It was a curiosity question. Anyway, let me knock. How do you do this knocking thing?
What?
You can send a link. To
Yeah, what were you talking about knocking? Just make the link. Okay, I'm doing it. She doesn't know what she's doing.
Fuck off. Okay, whatever. Do the link.
What the fucking knock? What is this LARPing?
Okay, no, because before I would usually
How do I
knock
knock?
and then it would create the link.
Slash
and
me
then
no-
it would, like,
slash me knocks on your stream. Do you want to collab?
Bruh. Okay. Oh, nice.
You just
Cool.
join the link.
So how do you make the link?
Easy.
It's
Easy.
in Stream Manager. You just do stream together, and then it generates a link.
Ah, I'm gonna forget probably. I'm still gonna knock, but thank you.
It's so corny, bro.
How is that corny?
Bro,
I literally already forgot what you told me.
hello? Are you a fucking squirrel? Squirrel brain?
I might be. I forget things easily.
It's okay.
That's rhymes. That's rhymes.
Kira, you good? Hi.
Yeah, hi. I'm good.
How's it going? If you want, we can talk about the food we had for breakfast or whatever. You know. Like,
Yeah, let's talk
What
about
what do you
food.
what do you like talking about? Guys,
Yeah.
my mom said I could have 15 more minutes on the Xbox today.
Yeah.
Oh, is it
It's
the
fine.
link? Oh, that's the link.
Yeah, that's the link.
Let me open it on my.
Oh, by the way, you have to it's weird. You have to keep it open once you join. If you close it, it'll kick you out.
Okay. Let me do it on my Chrome.
Do the merging chat thingy.
Yeah, I'll start it once Kirana has joined.
Oh.
There's perks in this.
Oh,
Oh my god, what is this?
I have yet to open
What
the
is what?
game.
There's like perks and there's like a million of them.
Whoops.
We're playing that by daylight or?
I
Like,
guess.
We have to be relevant.
Nice.
What the
Like,
how do you even unlock these?
No.
Perks.
Has everyone played
Oh,
this
what
already?
the hell?
No, Sense is the only one.
Oh my god.
Nuclear.
I can be a licensed veterinarian.
Oh, you can sell
There's
perks.
dogs in this game?
I've yet to open the game. Pause. Is it optimized?
This game?
Mhm. Thank you. Very useful answer. No, like keep waiting. I'm waiting.
Yeah. Yeah, it's optimized great.
I don't know. I'm opening it. Ugh.
Who's gonna make the game, by the way?
Yes.
I should have not asked. This shit is not optimized. Oh, my mother is lagging a bit. Okay, wait. No.
Uh-oh.
No, it's
Can
fine.
you
I just
change
need to like
FPS?
cap it in the settings. Graphics. Why is everything on high?
Yo, these skins are so tough.
Oh, what? I don't want to change mine.
What?
How do you? Hold on, I'm just gonna go on video panel. Oh yeah.
Prime, I understand you're trying to be like edgy and funny, bro, but you gotta chill out for real. or I'm gonna have to ban your ass, and you're gonna be extra lonely. Wait, what's going on?
I'm currently trying to get onto the game, just like solving in the settings.
Oh, word.
Going in here, no tutorial.
You're raw dogging it? That's
Fresh out the
crazy.
gate.
Pee.
It's gonna be bad. It's gonna
Bro's
be
raw
real
dogging the
bad.
game.
Yep. Just as I do life.
I'm trying to go on the Nvidia panel so I can cap the FPS.
Can't you can't have FPS in game?
No, it doesn't work sometimes.
Mm.
Don't give me the
Who's hosting, by the way?
Does it matter? 60.
Ugh.
Oh wait, I'll start the thing now that everyone's here.
Yeah, boo! Merged.
Yay.
Merging.
Say
Oh my
hi to
God.
each other, chat.
Merged.
Merged. Merged. Okay, I'm opening the game. This will take 10 business days. Da, 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 da. Snapshots.
Stepchat is crazy, I ain't gonna lie.
Snapchat, what are you doing?
Help, help, I'm stuck in the laundry machine.
Okay. Capping the FPS has indeed helped. Nice. Who's
Let's
inviting?
go.
Yippee!
I guess whoever has all the friend codes.
I guess me.
Oh my lord, there are so many settings for this game.
Oh god. I've
For the
made
host.
a mistake.
Points figure at Rin.
Never played it! I didn't know. I've always had it in my inventory, I just never touched it.
Damn.
Here.
Damn.
Do you want me to maybe host it? It'll be easier on your computer.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Because there's a chance I will crash in the midst of it all.
Yeah. I just sent my friend code. Can you guys add me?
Yo.
Yeah.
Nim, 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 nim. I'm gonna work on settings in the meantime.
Is your
Whoa.
model still glitched?
Mine?
Yeah. Or is
What's
it-
happening? Wait, who's glitch? What?
No. Like, here's the thing. Every game I play, I always have to like force cap at 60 on Nvidia
Ah.
settings because like
Alright.
otherwise my model lags. I don't know. Just like how it is. It goes.
Oh.
I think you
I
can do
see,
that
said
before
the blind
opening
man.
game, too.
Oh yikes. Now I'm in the tutorial. This is looking rough.
This is a tutorial? What?
There's a
Oh
tutorial.
yeah, I accidentally skipped the tutorial. I should have done it.
It's gonna be a learning experience.
Okay,
And
Rin,
a
tell me
die.
about
We're,
what you're
we're just gonna
learning.
raw dog it. We're just gonna raw dog
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I was just fixing my settings.
Your
Okay, I
settings?
got
It
your
was
friend
so
request.
touchy.
Wait. Oh, Villy, I guess we already have each other add. I'm gonna do the forest.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do actually.
I'm gonna do the forest map.
Yeah.
And I think I will... Yeah, I'm just gonna leave the settings, I guess.
Okay.
Disable vehicle radios? No, I'll turn that off.
You do you, buddy. Beep, beep, beep.
Okay.
Did you invite me? Oh wait, you're still making it. My bad. Inquiry.
Oh, okay. I just made the lobby. See if you can maybe. Oh wait, I can invite friends. Oh my god.
What?
Yeah, well, first off, this game is extremely loud, so...
Oh yeah, I lowered the volume.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, help.
You good?
Alright, I was just turning the volume down. Okay. Dynamic resolution mode.
Okay. Sure. Any updates? What's happening? Oh, that's the code?
No, I think I have to invite through the in-game thing, and it's really, really bad.
Why?
I'm doing it.
Like,
Okay.
Because it's not like alphabetical or anything. It basically just makes me like scroll through a random list of friends.
Oh my god.
I invited Kira and Veli. I'm looking for Rin.
Bitch, I got nothing.
You didn't get my invite?
No. Or maybe I
wait,
did.
how do I?
No, I
For some
didn't.
reason, I don't know.
I invited
got
you,
it.
Rin.
Oh, wait, hold
Got
on.
it.
Maybe.
You know why you didn't get it? Is because you're in offline mode.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna turn it off.
Wait, what the heck? Did it just start on its own?
Oh.
Nice cuff.
Maybe they will enter. Maybe it's like the waiting room.
There's no way
How
it
do
started
I-
on its own.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh
Nice.
my god. Oh my god. I'm moving
Oh
like
my
I'm
god,
flying.
this game is trash.
So-
Wait,
I can't
feel
believe
like
the
I'm
lobby. Okay,
spectating.
so basically, once we start the lobby, we just gotta get in quick.
That's interesting.
I'm gonna restart it.
Imagine making a game
Make
that's
sure-
just
make-
dumb.
Yeah. Make sure you are set to online on Steam, otherwise I can't invite you.
Yeah, no, I know. I was figuring it out. I forgot how to do that.
Yeah.
Beep beep beep. Okay, I'm online now.
Okay.
Dun-dun-dun.
Invite friends. I invited Veli just now. I invited Rin, and there we go. I invited everyone. Did you guys get it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Are we talking?
Allegedly.
Oh yeah, there we go. I see Rin. Yeah, you're on. You're all in.
There we go.
Ayo.
There we go.
Okay.
Alright,
I
Mike's
feel
on.
super
Wait, you look
tall.
green. What fits here?
I switched it.
I
How do you
don't
switch it?
hear anyone in game.
I don't.
No.
Yeah.
Do we just
I
want to
mean, we
use
can talk on
Discord?
Discord, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
might
guess
well.
based on this game so far that the in-game probably is trash too.
Trash, 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 trash.
I'm gonna lower
so
even more
green.
the audio. Why is it so loud? Wind the volume. Yeah.
Wait, what's the...
Whoa.
I might need to lower
Let's-
the volume actually.
Yeah, the volume is kind of dookie.
Is there motion blur on this? We can turn on. What was that?
Whoa there.
What?
Whoa there,
That's
buddy.
me,
what's
I'm
happening?
whistling.
Your little mouth
He's
is
calling the
weird.
Yetis.
How are you doing that?
I'm 8, the number 8.
What? Oh, do we need that for something?
Probably
for the
for
dog?
lost, and we're like, I'm here, you know? We'll just be whistling.
Yeah, I think
like-
it's for if you get lost.
That makes
Okay.
sense.
Also attract monsters, perchance.
How do you dance?
Holy! Hit
How
the
do you
gritty.
dance?
Oh,
Is it another number?
wait.
It's 6, it's 6.
What are you doing?
Press 6.
I made it move.
My dance is different, I can't be... You guys all
mine
have the
is
same...
like,
You guys all have the same dance,
yeah.
but mine is different. I don't even know what it...
I look like a crackhead at a rave party. I don't know.
Oh god. Alright,
Alright, this will surely be easy. What is our goal?
we're so fucked.
Ah.
We
I know
are
there's monsters in
so-
this game.
Have
Gonna
you guys
be
seen... Have you
professional at
guys
this.
seen Smiling Friends? You know, the boss guy?
Mm,
No.
mm,
What?
oh.
Uncultured.
That's a lot of
Smiling Friends, is it the
words.
one like you're a lost cause one?
What?
What? I don't remember.
Oh,
Yeah!
Wait,
you already crash it as soon as you drive.
Let's go! Let's
Wait,
go!
wait. Girl, you look fat as fuck from the back.
Hey, yo, that's
Whoa, 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 chill. I'm pretty sure we can hurt each other. Relax.
Friendly fire John.
No,
we
if you see through the back, he looks like queso. Literally, she looks like queso.
Hey, yo, queso built thick, but the good
Heck.
kind. Hey, yo, he like that.
Okay,
mush
so
and
if you press M, you'll see we have a mission to do. We have missions to do.
Jesus.
research center.
Ah.
We're at the
Vehicle
research center
storage.
right now. So if you look, it says research center, recover the 3 data drives. So we gotta recover 3 data drives here. Also, so I think we need to turn the power on here. I think I remember correctly.
Okay.
I'm just
Every-
gonna follow everyone else.
I just entered from the door and it was locked.
Can
so...
we take fall damage?
Yeah,
Probably.
probably, yeah.
This
You
game
said
seems,
you asked before you jumped off the boat. I mean, whilst you were.
Oh, I found the power.
I asked mid jump, honestly.
I found the power. I'm turning it on.
I'm struggling to open a door.
Catch me,
I took damage. No way.
Ooh.
catch me.
I restored the
you did it.
power.
Oh,
Okay.
let's go.
Okay, nice.
So-
we're
Okay,
inside.
Barry,
Now you should be
there's
able to
a
enter the main
bomb.
door. Watch out, there's traps
Yeah.
and stuff.
I'm defusing.
I disabled it. I disabled it. It's fine.
What's this
We have
thing?
flashlights?
Oh look, I have this thingy. Oh,
girl.
did I waste it?
Yeah.
Oh, I accidentally threw.
I'm holding the bomb.
Oh god. This is gonna be so bad.
I know we're dead. Don't.
Girl sees a flare. She's like, let me use it right quick.
I didn't-
Oh, okay. There's
I-
another trap here.
I thought it was a glow stick.
That's fine. Wait, I can put
What
my
is
gun
this?
somewhere
Something?
else.
I found something. Nuclear strike will occur in
What am I doing?
73 minutes.
What are you
and
doing? Why
17
you-
seconds.
I don't
I
know.
got
Oh,
some bacon.
I see. That
He wants to
activates.
call in the
These are
state
mines that you can like
helicopter now.
activate.
Yo,
Oh.
a woman had a craziest period here. Holy shit.
Hey, yo, what the hell?
But they were murdered.
I mean, look at that, man.
I got a
That
flashlight.
looks like murder. Or poop. That's not
Yeah.
red. Is that
No,
oh, it
it's
is
red,
I don't
girl,
have
you
the
blind?
flashlight.
I got
This
some
is mine.
bacon.
What is this?
Wait, Dave, where'd
Painkillers.
you find bacon?
Some bacon. I don't know. So bacon. It could be my weapon. I'll slap them with the bacon.
How the fuck are you guys finding stuff even? Oh, I found a gas tank.
I found a torch too.
I don't. What the fuck is this? Hold on.
Torch,
What-
you say?
Sounds like a good time over there.
Are you guys good?
She just lit me on fire.
Oh.
Oh yeah, she did. Oh yeah.
No! Stop it!
She's maybe murderous.
We're more dangerous to each other than what else is in this game, it seems.
Put it
It seems
down.
that way.
Put it down. No.
Oh nice, I have a glow stick. I
We're
can
so cooked.
see.
We
Yeah,
are so fucked.
Am I in
You're
my
so
defense-
evil.
No, in my
I know. This is our
defense-
first collab, and you set me on fire.
I'm in my defense. I wanted to test it. I should have
You could
tested
You wanted to
It's not
test if
on me.
fireworks?
Yeah.
You never tested fire on your homies?
No.
No.
It sure does make sense.
You guys are just pussies, I'm gonna be honest.
Data drives.
You want me to set you on fire? Would you like
Yeah.
that?
Fuck yeah. Let's go.
No. What is this
I'm just-
computer for?
We're supposed to
hacker
find 3
messed up.
data drives. Whatever the
I
hell
like how
that
we're
What
means.
not
a
even
data
doing
drive?
anything
What do they
safe.
look like?
I
Are they
don't
looking for
know.
Computers?
It might be the computer.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah,
There
it
was
says
a
nuclear
computer.
strike will occur
Yeah.
in 71 minutes and 3 seconds.
Can you press a button on it?
Oh,
No,
don't.
it's like
What?
an
Oh wait, I
extraction
think I
of-
found them. They're little USB sticks.
You just find a random USB stick.
Yeah,
Wait,
it's a
are
little.
they just in the building randomly?
Yeah, it's like on the tables and stuff. It's just like a little USB stick. I found 2 of them, I think, so I think we only need 1 more. Also, we use
Is it definitely in there?
it's in one of the rooms
Okay.
around here, yeah. That computer that you found, we use that to revive people when they're dead.
Oh.
So don't
Cool.
do anything
I don't wanna
crazy with
die.
it.
Don't do anything crazy. What can you even do with a
Don't
computer?
set
Set
it
me on fire, maybe? That's a bit crazy.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, I should probably set on fire someone else too. Just to make it fair.
Careful, Rin.
Is there anything in the toilets?
Look, a duct.
Okay.
I wish there were lights.
Because
in
that
it,
is a
but the
mine
torch
and that
is
will
still bright.
explode.
Okay, well I don't see anything
That'd
else
be
in here.
unfortunate.
I have 2 of them. We just need
Do
one
they
more.
glow or anything?
No, it's just a little USB stick. It looks like I guess it's like gray and red. It's kind of stupid.
Oh, what the heck? They expect me to be aware.
I guess they do.
My awareness level is 0.
Are they big or are they like really tiny?
Small?
They're kind of bigger than like they would be in real life, so it's like more visible, I guess. But
I'm doing
still
something.
kind of small. I don't know.
Okay.
I found 2 of them, like I said.
I redid the mine. Undo,
Yeah.
undo.
What is that? Is this a laser?
Yeah, that's a mine.
Okay.
Oh,
You don't want to walk into that. There might be another room, maybe? Somewhere?
There's supposed to be 3 in total, but I think I looked at every corner. I don't really see anything.
yeah, I feel like I've looked everywhere too.
I got 2, so there should be 1 more.
And it has to be in here, right? Like
I
100%?
I don't. If there's any other buildings in the research area, then it could be in those.
I tried to get into other doors and they didn't let me interact with them.
Hmm.
Can it fall? What if it like fell off or something? And it's like, it didn't.
It can't fall. No, there's no physics on them.
Oh, I found it.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
There you go.
Nice.
Let's go.
Now we're done.
W.
So now there's other areas in the map that we can use the snowmobile that you crashed.
Oh no!
Did you break
Is
this
it
thing?
broke?
Oh, you did. You did break it. All right. Oh, that's fun.
Oh no! Did you set it on fire?
Who crashed the snowmobile, bro?
No, Nolan. No one has
maybe
touched the snowmobile at all.
maybe I accidentally set it on fire when I said you're on the fire.
Okay, well, so we can split up to
How's
try and get more
inside?
done.
Did you get this stuck in here? I can't leave.
Yeah, someone got it stuck in there by crashing it
stuck.
into.
Wait, how
It's
do I get up?
Rin.
Oh,
No, I did. I can't drive.
We
Okay.
can see it.
We can go up this way.
Can I eat the bacon?
All right, you could probably eat the bacon.
Yeah, I
don't
would
see
imagine
much
it's
Oh,
in
I can
eating.
just hold it. Can I
Oh,
use
there
it as
you
a
are.
weapon?
Where did you
All
get
right.
from the flashlight? How do you have a sniper?
There's a gun in there.
Found it.
He knows this.
Okay, I'm gonna go around with the fire. Yeah.
It
there
looks like the
monsters?
next.
Yeah, I
Yes.
just thought that was the monsters.
It's okay, I can set them on fire. no
Oh
problem.
my god. Make sure you jump that
I don't
carefully.
What happens if
Bye.
you
She's swimming.
die?
Are you
We're
drowning?
falling. What's happening?
She's swimming.
Uh,
She's
Is
swimming.
she swimming?
You.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
but
safe.
you can freeze though.
I'm
Now you
safe.
wet.
I kinda suck at platforming, as you can tell. I can't.
Oh, it's getting dark.
What is that ping over there?
The
Did
what?
I set that or do we all have that?
What? I don't
don't
see
know.
anything.
Oh,
Oh,
Need
it's
the-
it's dark.
Oh my
Oh.
god, it's dark.
never
Can I use
mind.
a
I
flare?
just put it on something.
That does not help. Holy. I don't have a flashlight.
I have
Follow
one.
the flare.
Oh my god,
It
it's so
feels like
dark.
Lethal Company when we're following the red dots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right? Like that one map.
The snowy map.
Yeah.
Yeah, yo.
I really like
Here's the next area.
Ooh,
This
pretty
is
house.
the vehicle storage. Photograph crashed
perfect.
UFO found
Oh,
nearby.
here.
There's apparently a crashed UFO nearby here that we need to take a picture of.
Whoa, there's a snow thingy.
How are we gonna take a picture of it? Do we have a camera?
I would imagine we have some
I
sort
dropped
of
my
camera,
glow stick.
yeah.
Oh, you know what? In the dark, it's easier to see the items to pick up because they're highlighted.
Yeah.
Vaccine. I have a vaccine.
What for?
Nice.
Is that for the
visor.
dogs?
Might be for the infection of something. I don't know.
Oh, oh, wait. I
Oh,
got
look,
like
there's another glow stick.
yeah, that's what I wanted to get, but I don't have space. Fuck. Do you
I
want
can
this
pick
guy?
it up.
Oh,
Flare
What's
gun?
that? What's that
Gimme.
noise? I heard something growl. I swear.
What?
I swear I
yeah,
heard
something
something
is
go like,
growling.
"Roar."
I found the
I
power.
can burn it.
Woo!
Where is it?
What the fuck is that?
Where?
I knew I got something.
Use a flashlight, bro. I can't see shit.
I got the flashlight. I have it.
Where's the monster?
Oh, yeah,
Set it
there
back
it is.
here. I'm burning it. It's
You're
on fire.
burning me. You set me on fire again.
Run away, run away, run away, run
No,
away.
it's fine.
Is it
It's
dead?
burning. It's
dead.
dead.
It's
It's
dead?
dead. It's dead.
Is it dead, or just like a little bit dead?
I mean, it's kind of tweaking. Should I burn it more?
Yeah, burn them all.
Okay.
Do you have ammo with that? You set me on fire again. Why do you keep? I'm gonna die. I'm like,
You
I'm
can
Set me on fire from over there.
Stop being you the monster.
How do I get?
Monster.
Wait, how do I heal? I'm gonna die.
Side.
Stop! I'm gonna die! Stop
How
it!
am I on fire? Is this
She set me on
shared
fire on purpose.
damage?
Sorry, I thought you were a monster.
I know I'm scary, but still, not that scared. Oh, there's
You're
some
pink
letters on the wall. 7.
How the
I mean,
fuck?
S7 on. Do we need it?
6, 7. There's a.
I'm scared. I don't want to go near her. She's gonna kill me.
I have that
I'm
effect
about
on
to
people.
die.
There's a
another
monster near you guys.
How can you tell?
Come on, get the monster! I'm on fire again! I died!
Why am I on?
You killed me
Are
with
you,
the fire!
wait, are you setting us all on
Please help
fire?
me!
I am not near you guys at all.
You're a
but every time you set her on fire, I'm on fire.
Bro, this
Yeah,
game, this
exactly.
game is so stupid. What the fuck is this game?
Yeah, no, that's crazy work.
Am
Oh my
I?
God.
Is anyone else dead?
No, yeah,
I am.
almost.
Wait, you guys are all dead?
Yeah, you killed me with the fire! I won't be dead if you didn't kill me.
What the fuck? But I wasn't
Damage
even. I was-
seems shared, so I am also dead.
It's your fault. You did
Holy big boy.
And there I go. I am burnt again.
Maybe we shouldn't use the fire, okay? I think it's dangerous. Maybe. Wait, can you take
It's killing us
Sen's
all.
gun? Can you get his gun? If you
Where is
steal his
he?
gun, then you don't have to use the fire. I don't know.
But doesn't he have limited ammo?
Watch out.
Guys, there's
Yes.
so many monsters.
Oh, he beating your ass.
Maybe if you didn't roast us and toast us.
Yeah.
Bro, I was.
You did it on purpose. You literally
Wait, are you
sprayed
dead?
the fire at my face.
I was literally shooting at the monster. Do not be in the way, and you're not gonna be burnt.
I would.
I don't know why
know.
I was burning from across the map.
Yeah, same.
Fuck you.
This
need
is
to
crazy.
This game is a little silly.
We have
Invite
tell
sent
why
to the
it died
previous
off.
players. Oh my god, you have to be re-invited every match. Oh my
Dude.
god, what is this
Oh
game,
my
bro?
God.
Who designed
So,
this?
do we have anyone got any backup plans?
I know of one other game that is like actually fun and not terrible.
Yeah.
What is that game called?
You're for. Hey! I have a shit internet.
I
It's gonna
think
take
we
like
have-
an hour
Oh.
if I download a new game.
I think we have
Yeah.
a random person in here.
Yo,
What?
what the fuck? Who is this guy?
Aw.
Oh no.
Wait, I don't know how to join.
I didn't even
Um,
join. What the?
Did it
I
make the
haven't
game
done yet.
public when I...
It did.
Oh my god. not only
might
does
need
it
the
not
invite.
bring you guys with me to the next match, it also makes the game public.
That's
Yep.
so bad.
That is actually crazy.
I need
I
to
think it
invite.
might have been a
Angers.
skill issue on your end. You shouldn't have made it public type shit.
I didn't make it
It's
public.
you're
It
in
was
here, and
it was
doesn't
friends
even show
only.
it.
Bro,
Okay, Kira, you
But
need to get in
what's the
here.
other thing?
I need another invite. Is it? It's not letting me like.
You got 40 seconds. 40,
Ah!
39,
Oh, wait. Oh, I'm joining.
37,
36.
36. Faster.
Okay. I'm joining. I'm a little
Okay.
faster. Okay.
There we go.
I need a pee.
Ayla, thank you for the gifts.
Girl,
1
you
second.
can't pee on a mission.
I need a pee. I need
Get
to
a
pee.
bottle, girl. Get a bottle.
No. I'll be like 1 sec. I'm just gonna run to the toilet.
No, I'm in
I love burning people and then pressuring them. Yes. Hmm. Wow. It's as if we're playing this game for the first time.
Oh my lord.
Oh, someone's fed up.
This is fine.
Nah, it's fine.
I just need to have a
I
word
love
with the
the
developers, bruh. Who the f-
Oh my god, that scared me.
I
What was
know.
that?
Sometimes I wish I could have so many words with developers.
Why did that sound like a wolf growl?
I turned the power on here.
Oh my goodness, I keep getting scared. Stupid ass
Oh,
game.
so you have to turn the power on to use the doors?
Uh-huh.
You apparently
Yeah.
do, yeah.
Ow.
Watch out, there's like
High technology.
there's
Oh,
mines.
God.
There's mines in different places.
Upload to satellite. I'm uploading error to connect to
uh,
satellite.
For the first time, I'm complaining
back.
about the sensitivity being high. Who's walking? Is that someone walking? What the fuck? What am I hearing? Is that me? I can't tell.
Push.
Where am I?
Error, unable to connect to satellite.
Do we have to
Ah.
fix some satellites?
I guess we have to connect
Let's
something,
find those
yeah.
thingies again.
Where are we right now? We are
Yes,
at
yes.
base camp 1. Upload files to satellite.
Okay, there's
Mm.
nothing here.
So we do have to fix the satellite.
Oh,
How the
I'm
hell
drinking
do we-
alcohol.
Oh, I
why
see
are you
the
drinking
satellite.
alcohol?
I didn't mean to. I didn't mean
You
to.
didn't mean. Oh, in
I'm
game?
drinking too. I'm hopping on.
I see the
Let's go, let's get
satellite.
boosted
It's to the
again.
east.
Can I drink more? Oh my god. Can I
Where's
drink more?
the...
Stop! Stop drinking. Keep drinking.
Alcohol
You
is
won't
calling
stop.
to me.
Oh,
One more.
How much you gonna die of like alcohol?
oh, hey, there's wolves out here.
I'm gonna hype. Where's the wolves? I can shoot them.
No.
I have 2
What do you mean
wolves
no?
inside me.
Fine.
One is
Oh
gay.
yeah, are they alphas?
I'm the alpha. Stay back, kids, and I'll protect you.
Which way?
Oh, I
Oh,
found the
the snake.
snowmobiles. Cool.
I found a computer.
Can't really do
Master.
anything with it.
Oh, pre-infection. D2. Okay.
You got an infection?
Whoa.
Yeah. Oh, whoa. Are you guys lucky too?
Yeah.
I want you to find the fire gun.
Oh wait, sorry, I misclicked on.
Oh, you
sense.
can
What?
you
I
can
don't
do
know.
a blood test. Huh.
Like Somatica.
You kind of made everyone crash with that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I might be the problem. I ran off.
Yeah,
Wait, did you
Sense,
guys
when
crash?
I think you did something when you did. No. When you did it, everyone started freezing. That game is that good. Speaking of optimized,
I'm just following you around.
I am looking
Is
at
that
the
a normal
map.
gun? It's a normal gun, right?
Yeah, I can shoot you with
Don't
it.
point it at me! Don't point it at me!
Then behave. Well, to be fair, I'm like also
I'm
going in
always
circles.
behaved. Oh, what's this? I got something.
Base
I
camp.
got 5 bookshot.
I'm able.
There it is.
You got back shots?
No, bookshots. What the heck?
I'm happy for you. You got back shots. Yo, I have 2 weapons now.
I'm going to the satellite.
I'm already here.
You're at the satellite?
Well, I'm around it. I can't really see it.
I am doing something. I don't know what
Okay,
the
maybe
fuck I'm
I
doing.
found it.
You just did an infection test.
Ah,
Oh yeah.
I kinda...
Oh yeah.
Oh
hey.
God. Oh hey. I guess
What?
that
I'm
makes
lost.
driving is a lot easier. I guess. I ran the whole way.
Okay,
Whatever, we'll go. I'm lost in the snow.
here, get on.
Just
We're gonna
just
go
press
back.
M type shit.
Oh wait, where are
I'm
you?
just exploring.
Right next to you.
Yeah.
It didn't show your
I'm
name.
lost. I'm lost.
We connected the satellite, so now we can use the computer back at base camp.
I don't even know.
We're basically just supposed to
even
do
know
all
where
the
I am.
missions while
That's a lot of
surviving.
missions.
Yeah, there are a lot of
Is there a
missions.
timer?
It looks like
I found the thingy.
there's like day. Ooh, it looks like there's
Oh, nice.
days.
Oh yeah, we're day 0.
Whoa.
Wait, there's a possum. You found me.
Huh? No, you found me. I
Yeah.
am. Oh,
Nice.
research center.
Was that? Was
Okay,
that
the
line on
computer
wall?
should be. What the? Whoa.
What's up? I'm trying to get back to the initial spawn,
Should be able
which
to.
is here. No? Yeah.
Wait, this isn't where the computer is.
Hey, there's a snow thingy. Hey,
Yeah,
we
don't
found
touch
it.
that.
There's the helicopter. I thought it was in here.
Where's the
Hey, there's more
the
snow
laptop?
thingies.
I don't want to drive.
That's
There's more
trippy.
snow thingies. He said, "Don't touch it."
This is
Wait,
where we
wait,
were.
wait.
Yeah, the laptop should be
Let me
here.
get on the bag.
Okay.
Maybe
I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going in circles. Like I'm testing the
I
driving.
mean, there's like 3 of them. You can go wherever you want. Just don't crash.
You crashed it. Ah,
Okay. Well, you should have said that sooner. You know. Oops.
You
sorry.
crashed it again and again.
And
Lame.
again. Okay.
I think I
know
found
where I'm
it,
going.
maybe.
You found it?
Yeah, I
found
got
one
it.
of those ones where you
Okay.
check your friends.
Unable to connect to satellite. What?
Oh. Do we need power or?
I already turned it on. I
you know
thought.
it's annoying that you can't see where your friends are. If I don't know where everyone is. Like I have like
Yeah.
yeah.
I think that's the point of the
Make sure
game.
you show dots on the map.
Imagine
Well,
like,
anyone
this
want
voice
an ice
chat. You'd be
pick?
so lost. I do.
I have an ice pick too.
I have nothing.
Status
I'll
off.
give you a nice pick.
Oh, there's 3
or not.
levers. What the fuck?
It's funny because like I have Kira following me, but like you're following the worst person. Girl, I go in circles.
Well, yeah, you
my-
set me on fire a bunch of times. I don't know why I'm following you.
Wait.
I am the most full sense. I'm in.
Oh no.
Wait, I don't even see her.
Oh, it's getting dark and I
What?
don't
They're not
I
following
don't
you.
have a torch.
Why do you don't see me?
I'm
I'm literally
here.
right there.
Oh, wait, there. Oh, here.
No, me.
Wait.
Do you don't see me?
Yeah, I see you. Hang on, I was just trying to give her a nice
Thank you.
Yeah, so we
I
can
have a
stand
weapon.
things.
You too, Maple.
So
We're gonna freeze.
So,
Should we go
gotta-
up inside?
where do we go?
I don't know.
We're supposed to
We
do the
have to-
missions.
Are we going
Oh,
back
yeah.
to the satellite?
So which door has opened? None of this is open. Oh, this one is open. No, never mind. I lied. Sorry.
Upload
Okay.
files to the
Oh,
satellite.
you're connected now. Okay.
Wait, you connected it? You did it?
Yeah, I repaired
you
the
did it.
satellite. Yeah.
But
What
now what
the-
does the satellite do?
You can connect the laptop to the satellite back at the
Ah.
place if you guys are there still.
What
What
is
the
that?
fuck
What
was
was that?
that? Hello?
I'm cold.
What was that?
I'm cold.
I just got up and it just canned to you straddling right behind.
I've been hit the whole time.
Oh my god.
You
Wait,
didn't even know.
I didn't even know. I like
I'm
how
just gonna
on
take him down doors.
Oh
the
no,
back
it's
of your
nighttime.
jacket looks like you got one of them C-spines. Do I have a C-spine?
Let me see.
Do I have a back hump?
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
Pretty
You
bad,
look
huh?
like you look like a worm. You know.
Bella,
Cat
thank
Bella.
you. Yeah, you know, I just
But it looks
trying
like.
to fix my posture, really.
Is this
Wait,
it?
I'm getting
No,
cold.
this isn't
I think
it.
we should go inside. Are you getting cold?
You girlies need to go inside. Hello. If you're freezing, yeah.
Okay, I'll go inside.
Where's the other
Let's
one?
go to the research center.
There's red
I'm
flashing
kinda-
lights.
I kind of just looked inside the building and smashed various doors, but there's nothing. I don't know. Hey.
Should be another
man,
building.
it's not working. My snowmobile broke.
Are you driving? Hold on, pause.
I am, yeah.
So dark.
Bitch.
My snowmobile broke. What the hell?
When it's night, is that when the monsters appear, or is it like
Yeah,
think so.
they have a
Spooky.
door?
Wait, why are the lights off? Did the power go out?
I don't know, but there's this
I don't
weird
know.
red
No,
flashing
the alarm
light.
has been ongoing since. What the fuck?
What's that noise?
What the fuck?
What?
What the fuck was
What?
that? That's a kraken in the snow.
Wait, there's something big or something.
There's a whole ass kraken in the snow, bro.
Kraken? What?
Ooh.
Yeah, in the snow,
What do you
like
mean?
a whole, like a Gyarados looking thing in the snow.
Like,
It's
like as if
massive.
it's swimming?
Yeah, it goes in and out of the. It's a snow worm. Yeah,
Oh, that's
No
creepy.
bomb.
that's kind of scary.
Some nautical
That's so
balloon, bro.
cool.
What is that? What's that? Moving.
Well,
What?
you keep seeing everything. Oh, ah! What's that?
You just shoot?
What was that?
I think that was
I
Veli
know, it's a big
shooting.
noise.
No.
I didn't know SENZ'S had another channel. Wait, what do you mean?
Ah, blah, 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 blah.
Obama?
A bomb?
Ah, so
Obama.
how long till nighttime comes? This shit
I-
is too dark to even see.
I don't know.
You mean daytime? What's that noise?
It's me. Oh, no, never mind, it's not me.
Ah!
my
There's
God.
a monster! There's a monster! Get it! Get it! Get it! Get it! Get it! Get it! Get it!
Yeah, there's some heavy
Where?
breathing out there.
Oh yeah, I
Wait,
see
I'm
him.
gonna
They're by the player.
I shot him. Holy sniper.
Is
He had
dead?
he had a
Yeah.
little head crab guy.
All me. Whoa.
There's something on its head that got away.
Yeah, I
Uh-oh.
saw that. It ran away.
It's right there, it's right there.
Half of it ran away.
It's under the stairs. Oh!
Oh,
Whoa.
you just killed SENZ'S!
He's fine.
You good?
Ah,
He's not!
no!
Get away! Get away! Get away!
I see.
I died.
No!
What?
No! No!
We just turned into zombies, I guess.
What the fuck?
Oh, I got killed too. We all
Did you
just
attack
We all
me,
just died.
Senza?
No, I didn't attack you. When you shot the guy, you didn't shoot the little like. There's like a little crab guy on his head. He's the zombie.
Like alien.
No way. I mean, I couldn't see shit, you know? Like, if I had a flashlight, it would be cool.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't
we
see
have
it
to go back to
either.
the main menu.
An offhand flashlight would be great, devs. Devs.
Replay is undergoing maintenance and will auto-invite players in the current session.
Once the
Game
match
must be
begins,
new.
if they are a Steam friend in the meantime.
Developers, bro. Keep making games.
Keep trying.
Keep trying. Never give up.
We'll make it one day, bud.
Hey, that's the spirit, right? That's how they all start.
That is the spirit. Look how tenacious we are. We just keep going.
Yeah.
They're trying their best.
Can't wait to set more people on fire.
No.
I can't believe, dude, those zombie guys can kill us so quickly. What the fuck? We can't even like.
Easily.
Yeah, you literally attacked me and insta one shot.
I did not attack you.
I know your corpse, Cyber. It was you. It was you and as a zombie, okay?
There's a dog right there.
Captain!
Oh,
It's a dog. Oh,
did it just attack you?
Yeah.
They're not
Puppy!
friendly.
Oh well, clearly not. Not after that.
Not yet, not yet.
I'm turning the power on.
Oh, what's this? A guy.
Oh, this map is much
That's
smaller.
weird.
I think that's good.
How do you
Okay.
pull? I've never been able
Yeah.
to.
There's a pooter, but not functioning. More blood. Beep 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 beep. Mm. Oh yeah, this
blood
map is
everywhere.
incredibly small. I just pressed them.
Yeah. I think that's a good thing
I got
though.
a picture of
W
this.
map for real. The pity is crazy.
Gotta start small. Gotta start small and then build your way up with the bigger ones.
Oh, there's a dead guy here.
What? The classified artifact.
What did I even...
Oh.
I don't even know what I like enabled.
You enabled the doors that we opened.
Oh, does that mean these doors open? Oh yeah, they do.
If they're open, they have been opened. Beep beep.
Don't go in here, there's a mine.
Where?
I just disabled it.
Oh. Isn't that a trap rather than a mine?
That's what a mine is, it's a trap.
Aren't mines the ones where you like walk on top of them and then they explode?
Yeah, that's what a
Yeah,
mine
that's
is. You walk into the vicinity of a mine and it explodes. Kills you.
I love
Oh.
that for us.
Dude, I hate this shit.
Bacon!
I keep drawing blood. Bleh.
I got more bacon.
You got more bacon! You can find the bacon.
How do I disable
got-
this?
I got
Bro's,
bread.
bro's actually
nice.
sponsored by Wendy's Baconator.
Oh, I want to get
Baconator.
Wendy's now.
Oh, Americans.
America.
We don't even have Wendy's in here.
Well, in the UK, they just recently got some Wendy's. So I tried it and it was really
Oh, I got some material type shit.
Oh, we
Is
should
that
be...
the only thing we needed?
Yeah, I think that's the only thing we needed here.
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
just
done here.
randomly... Cool.
Now we need to...
Go to like another spot.
Yeah, we need to go to a new place.
All right, get the board ready or whatever.
Snowmobile.
Yeah.
Where is it?
I don't know where they are.
There was one I saw.
Run it
I don't know
easy.
where I saw.
I saw
There's
one...
a giant hole.
Oh, I found it. I found one.
Where are you at? Oop.
In like...
Is there more than
Oh.
one?
Oh, let me hop. Oh. Oh my god, the lag. What's happening? Oop. Okay, I'm in.
I know. Like
It's my fault.
Too.
I think it just lags every once in a while.
Yeah. Also, fuck
I
you,
feel like it
armor.
happens when I'm running away.
Bro, why is it so hard to get out of here? What the fuck? Why they make this shit a fucking gymnastics
fast.
event? Oh look, a wolf.
Can I shoot it?
No, that's so mean.
It's not
Oh,
even
he did
attacking us,
nothing.
bro.
You attacked me.
That one didn't attack us. It's probably another one.
Oh,
You
doesn't
monster.
Matter. Yeah, I'm a monster. When wolf bites my hand, every wolf is a bad person, you know? I mean, bad wolf. My bad. Don't bite the hand that feeds you.
You didn't feed it?
You know, I had bacon in my hand.
Bacon.
I have
We
bacon.
do at the construction site.
Oh,
Look out
we
on the
won't. Hello? Are you like, what's happening? What the fuck?
Turn that on. That's the
Okay.
power.
Yeah,
Also-
I know, but it was like tweaking.
Also behind you, there's an ice pick and a vaccine. Pick it up.
What if I don't?
Then if you get infected, you're cooked.
Whoa! I found a car.
Oh, Rin's here.
Yeah, I've been here. I'm fast
Wait, I
as
picked
fuck,
up
boy.
something else. I think I picked up a walkie-talkie. What's this?
If you've
What's
been here,
this?
why don't you turn the power on then?
Oh, I have no clue how.
What the?
That's fair.
I've been
I
taking
ex-
pictures. I've been taking pictures of spider things.
My syringe is gone.
Did you use it?
By accident, yes. I wanted
Bro
to
just
throw away an
vaccinated.
item. Well,
What is that
like,
truck?
vaccines are
Found
supposed
you
to
guys?
prevent.
Holy
Oh
lag.
my god.
I think it stutters for everyone
a
when it does that.
Big thing.
Yeah, it likes for everyone.
My bad.
It's like a mutual freeze.
Okay, well, if they're working on this, we could probably go to the next area.
Oh wait, we already found the thing here, yeah?
Well, Rin's been here and they're doing it, so.
Oh, so we can just move to another area.
Construction site.
Oops.
I
Bitch,
don't know
you're
how
trying to run
many
me
of
over.
frozen, all the frozen
Why you
spider
set me on
questions.
fire?
Wait, that's checked off.
I'm grown.
Military, yeah.
Is it
Photograph.
checked off? Are we done here?
Photograph is checked off, yeah.
There was only one corpse.
The installation. Wait, there's like an underground area, I guess.
Here?
Installation. Yeah, there's somewhere called the installation, which has stuff.
We have to, how do we find it?
It's on the map.
Beep, beep, beep.
Did someone take one of the things?
Construction site, satellite, crash site, water, wither.
One of the snowboards? I think that was me. Oh, what's this?
Also, if you mark them on the map, it'll show them like on your screen, like where they are, so you can go to them.
I'm
Okay,
in
so
an underground tunnel.
Installation
Goon.
entrance. Oh yeah, there's an underground tunnel right here. I think this is the installation.
Okay, I'm going. I don't know.
I'm turning it on.
We're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship, zooming through the sky.
Uh-oh.
Alright, I've turned on the installation.
I don't know where the fuck I am, but I'm somewhere.
I'm in the
Damn
installation.
it, I crashed and my car flew, so...
Is it warm in there?
It
the
is warm in here actually, yeah.
I'm
somewhere.
Give me one of them snowmobiles.
Same. I don't know where I am.
I don't. Huh? What the fuck is the purpose of this place? What the hell? What the hell? There's nothing here.
Damn, I have 4
I
guns,
swear
bro.
these snowmobiles are broken for me.
Exit. Huh.
I'm gonna
There's
go
blood.
running out here.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna get eaten by wolves. That's fine.
Chad, what is this? What the frick? I just saw like a pool of blood with like a weird pink head monster. Cool.
Alright, take a picture.
Do I have a thing to take a picture with?
I don't know.
Cool. Oh wait, I have a flashlight. Oh.
I'm just there's these like levers.
Oh, you found material.
Nice.
Bro, I'm so lost.
Okay,
Hold
so we're
on.
done here.
Stop the water supply. No, there's a bunch of missions in the installation.
I need you. Oh.
Uh-oh,
What
it's
the
getting
frick?
dark.
Wait, can I use a pickaxe? What the fuck is the point of a pickaxe?
Ice pick?
Oh shit, it's dark. Yeah. Oh, that's
Hey.
you. Hi.
Yeah.
Can I not use it here? Like, look, this.
No, you can hit. It's like a melee weapon. You can hit zombies with it.
Oh, I thought it was like an actual pickaxe.
Yeah, we tried that. The zombies got range, man.
I already explored this area. I don't know if there's something here.
You came from here?
I've been here looking around and I found nothing.
Did you go all the way up these stairs and everything, or what?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, back
I've
where
been
I
here
came.
for a while.
Okay, back where I came from, there's another way to
thanks.
go. So I would
Yeah, where
assume
you
that's
at?
probably
Well-
it. Oh, hey, Rin's here.
Mm-hmm.
So then, wait, which way did I come from? Oh my god, this is a maze, bro.
Oh,
Oh, it's back here.
this noise is loud. Oh, you came from here?
Yeah, there's another way to go though that I did not go that I would assume is probably where we're supposed to go.
Okay, I'm following.
Yeah.
Why the heck is the music getting creepier?
I know, I just thought maybe the monsters up
I can't open this door over here.
Probably we need the power.
Doing.
Oh! What the fuck?
Oh, there's a big fucking monster. Run, 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 run.
We're not trying to kill that? Oh! Did you kill it?
Oh, nice.
Holy fuck, what even is that thing?
Damn, bro's caked up.
That's not a
can I
bro,
hit him
I'm-
with the pickaxe?
I found a
damn.
big tail.
Bro doesn't
Maybe try to
die.
hit the eye. Hit the eye. Did you try to hit the eye?
Yeah, I'm shooting everywhere.
I
It
found
hit
the
the
wheel.
eye. I think eye is the weak spot instead of the head. I think it's dead.
What the fuck?
What the fuck is that?
That's disgusting.
Okay. Beautiful
Aw.
view.
I just had to kick a
That's-
door down. Super cool guy style.
Is that?
Oh, is the
What are
power
these red
down
thingies?
again?
Dude, I don't have space. Why do we only have 5 items?
Oh, here we go. There's more USB sticks down.
Oh. You good?
Big boy. He's a big boy.
There's
Is
more
it the one
USB.
that we
There's
killed?
more USB sticks down here. That's what we're looking for.
Dude, it's so dark. Pause.
It is dark.
It won't let me help.
Guys, there's something with 2 heads in front of me.
Oh, there's a weapon.
You're in
here,
my
that's
thoughts
good.
and prayers.
The door's unlocked.
No! No, I don't want that.
Okay. What are we supposed to do with
Hey,
the
yo,
red
I
thingies?
murdered his ass.
Fuck, the,
I
the
murdered
satellite's
his ass,
not on.
guys. He dead. He's so dead.
We gotta turn on the
I
satellite to get
snapped his
access to
butt cheeks
that.
off.
Oh, what?
Oh no.
What's happening now?
Like,
The power went out.
GG.
I think I'm buying another door I need to open.
Oh my god! Wait, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Did you kill him?
I killed him.
Yeah,
Did you see the
Oh
guy
my
I
God.
murdered?
Jesus.
I killed
Brother came out of nowhere.
I saw you
Horrifying.
run so fast.
Oh my god, they're so fucking fast and it's dark as shit.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
Is there a
think
brightness
five
setting,
good.
brother?
Do you
Gamma.
have a
There is
flashlight?
a gamma setting, yeah. I'm gonna turn this. I'm gonna turn the gamma so I can actually see.
Oh
Found,
yeah.
like, train tracks.
Oh wow, that actually.
Oh,
helps.
that's so much better. Oh my god.
It's so good.
Yeah, turn the gamma up in
What?
settings. I can actually see in front of me. What the fuck?
Oh, that's so sick. What the fuck?
Where is it?
It's in graphic settings or whatever. There's a gamma option.
That is actually
I
such
found
a
the
cheat.
generator.
I can actually see in
You go
front of me.
You go from not seeing shit to actually
There's
seeing something.
Oh, wait. I need to go back.
Oh, my torch died.
I got touched by a monster out of the blue. Where are they coming from?
Did it hit you?
Yeah, it hit me.
Uh-oh.
Am I infected?
There's a thing up here. You can test it.
Hold on. Up here? I got scared by nothing. The fucking jump scare, bro.
Where are you?
Fuck. I'm
Come
at
here.
the entrance of the room we were at. Oh, here.
Yeah,
Mhm.
come here. You can test
Okay.
it. Up here, there's a tester. I have a vaccine if you're infected. It's right here.
Okay.
You're not infected. You're
I'm good.
chilling. Wait, this is the satellite. We gotta get in here. This is how we turn on the satellite. Oh, but the power. There's no power here is a problem. The power went out.
So we need to turn on the power. Where do
Yeah,
do
we
that?
need to turn the power on for this room. Jesus, bro. These zombies run like 50 miles per hour.
Yep. They
Did they
literally
finish
come out
this
of the
freak
blue.
boy?
They're a little jump scare. And it's worse when it's completely dark.
I found a flash drive. Is that? Ooh.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh.
You want this.
Am I freezing or am I just damaged? 'Cause I'm,
You're
like,
probably just
red on my
damaged.
body. Hmm.
There's painkillers. That's how you.
Lost.
Okay, there should be a generator somewhere. Maybe I need to turn it back on.
Yeah, I
I
think we've
turned
been
one
here already
on,
before,
but-
haven't we? Oh, I'm hearing shit.
I'm flying a helicopter.
Oh wait, the power's back on. Power. Wait, is it? No, it's not.
Is it on? I can't tell.
It's not.
Where do we turn that shit on?
We need to turn the power on. Where is the
I can't see
gen?
anything. It's too dark.
Where even are? Did you turn the gamma up? Just turn the gamma up. Kira. If you turn the gamma up, it makes the game pretty like bright.
Are you guys also slightly
I've-
lagging more now, or?
No, I found the power.
No, let me.
Oh, nice.
Please tell me that's
So
not
I
a
died?
monster.
Oh, okay, cool. You turn on the generator.
I crashed
What did
into
you-
the ground. Oh wait, no, I'm alive. Oh wait, no, I'm not. I'm dead.
What the fuck are
I crashed
these?
into the
Nothing. Holy.
Did you die?
Yeah, my game is like lagging.
I died.
If your game is lagging, try turning down some settings.
It started lagging
Oh,
out of the
nice.
blue. I mean, it's odd. After the
Satellite's
monster
on.
attacked me. Bruh. I found a new entrance. I don't know if there's anything here. Hold on. Oh.
I'm
that
uploading
takes me back to the
something.
tunnels. Never mind. Uh-huh.
Nice.
Oh, we're actually done with like
Fish.
we're done with like half
Five,
of
yeah.
the
I found
mission.
another flash
6.
drive.
Oh, that was the last flash drive
Let's
too.
go.
Nice. Now we just need to do. There's more USB drivers in the inside here. And then also scan
Inside
and
the
upload the
installation?
data to the. What the fuck? The power's out again?
Do
The little
monsters
face.
turn it off, otherwise that keep happening.
I'm pretty sure the monsters can turn off the power. Stop it.
Oh,
Oh my god, you
that
scared me, Ren.
me.
Yeah, you scared me, girl. Hi.
I was spooked.
What are the red things on the ground? I don't understand the purpose of them.
Oh yeah. Red things? Oh, I
Yeah.
think they're gas for the snowmobiles.
They are, yeah. Okay. So there's more. Find and collect a lost tape recording. So there's a cassette player here in the building somewhere. And then also complete and scan. Oh my god, the power's out again. Hello? I'm being griefed.
I think maybe the more stuff you collect, the faster the gen runs out, or? 'Cause I
That
don't
wouldn't
know.
make any sense.
Well, some games have that mechanic.
I don't
Where
know.
stuff just gets harder.
So
What the
dark.
heck? The door is borked.
Alright.
Do you also see like, oh, what's the point on the map? Did someone put that down?
I put one down. I thought only I could see it.
So is
Why?
it the blue one?
No. Oh, that's you. You put those down.
Well,
you just have
how
to
do you-
open your map and re-click it.
Oh, interesting.
Nice.
Cool.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna go on the crash site. How the frick do you move this shit, bro? God, I fucking hate driving in games.
This thing run out of fuel?
Kurwa. Ah! Sorry. Okay.
These motherfuckers ran out of fuel.
Damn, the snowboard thingy is such a life hack. Okay.
Alright, well, I
I'm on the
got a
crash
fuel
site right now.
can. So I assume... I really don't like how this thing's dead body stays here.
No.
Is there anything here? Yeah. Oh, I took a picture.
But
Interesting.
it says photograph the debris around the crashed cargo plane?
Yeah, because I'm on the crash side. I'm taking pictures. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa!
What's there to do in here? Just take pictures? There you go.
Is Kira still dead?
I'm dead.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think we should be able to bring her back to life at one of those laptops.
Oh. What the fuck am I hearing? Sorry, I got scared. What the fuck? Okay, we're gonna go to the weather station now.
I'm at the weather station.
Oh, well, I'm coming.
It's cool how I can still see everything. Inspect here.
Yeah.
Go back and get it.
Did you see me throw the fire tank into a pit?
Is she rolling? The hating.
Alright, turn the power on at the weather station.
Oh, I'm running out of fuel, I think, because that shit's slowing down.
Shut off the weather
is it so
reporting
slow?
system using 2 levers. What?
Oh, never mind. I was just on an uphill. Oh. Okay, hello, I'm here.
How do I
Which-
turn it off?
We're supposed to turn off the weather.
Okay.
What was that? You just shoot a dog?
No.
I hope
I
not.
probably did.
That sounded like a maybe.
No.
Well,
Where's
I found a
those poor
beacon.
puppers?
Those poor puppers. We're in their territory.
How do you know?
Cause this is like the mountains, bro. This is the puppies' territory.
No, no, it's fine.
And you just shot him in cold blood.
No, 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 no. I just was trying out my new weapon. Yeah. Why is the door not opening? Oh. Oh. That's so stupid. Okay, now it's open. What is this? Oh, what? I did something. Yeah. Are you still at the weather station?
Reinforcements are yes. Kira, I think I revived you.
I
I'm
pulled down a
alive.
lever.
I'm alive.
I
And
pulled
there's
down a
another
lever, but I don't know what it did.
You need that's good. You need to do
Something.
2 of those. Where was that lever?
Yeah, we need 2. And this one?
I don't know. It was somewhere in the weather station.
No, but where like?
At the upper floor.
Oh, okay, maybe
see
it's
what
up
you're
here then.
I mean, wait.
I
let me
found the
whistle.
other lever. We're good.
Nice.
Oh, nice. So now we need.
We're done here.
We're done. What?
Yeah, we're done
This
at
is 8 out of 10. Oh.
we're done at the weather
Ah.
station. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now we need to go back to the installation or what?
Yeah, it looks like at the installation we need to find and collect a lost tape recording and listen to it, and then complete a scan to upload data. Wow, we're about to
So
beat
So we're
it.
moving to Are we going to installation?
Yeah, we gotta go back to installation. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wait, why is it not driving? Hello? Oh,
It's
I
out
ran
of fuel.
Aw.
No. Wait for me. Oh,
Is there another
There's a bunch of here. Yeah,
Okay.
just
Rin.
Beep, beep,
Nice.
beep,
Oh my god, it's gonna break.
beep.
Do you have any pets? Yeah, I have pets. Mimi. Also, sorry, Chad, if I'm not answering as much right now. I am in a collab, and usually when I'm in collabs, I like to focus on the collab more so than anything.
I'm catching mad air.
Country boys, I love you.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Why are we going so fast? What
I'm
the fuck?
surprised this hasn't broken yet.
Oh, hey
that's the
there.
car that I drove.
These things go always pretty fast.
Oh yeah, there's your
Oh.
car.
Hey, you guys cut up pretty quickly.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we were right behind.
Okay, so we're looking for a cassette. I
There's a
guess.
cassette right here, but it doesn't do anything.
You need a cassette
Or
tape.
is this just the player?
Yeah, you need the tape, which means
What's
you
that?
you found the
so
player.
the
You need to
thing is-
find the tape now.
I wonder if it'll be
The
in there.
type.
Okay, yeah, that's the cassette player. Now we just need the tape for it.
This game is not so bad. Thought it was
It's aight.
worse. Yeah.
It's
Well, I've been to this.
it's all right.
Why not? Warning.
To start scan, step on the blue circular pad.
I think this needs 2 people.
What is?
Whoa.
It just says incomplete. Whoa. Incomplete, incomplete. Oh wait. Okay. Oh, you're just not infected. Oh wait, it's uploading. Stay still. Stay very still.
Oh, you're uploading. You found something.
Good.
I keep going back to the
Okay,
main
hang on.
entrance like an
Oh, we're
idiot.
done.
There we go.
Yeah.
So now we
One
just have
more.
to. Now we just have to find the tape.
Weird.
The cassette.
It'll probably be in here somewhere.
It's probably would be somewhere close
So-
to the cassette player itself. I would
think?
imagine. Or it's at least somewhere in here. If it's not in here, that would actually be scam.
That'd be pretty crazy.
Let me see.
I don't see anything. Oh, door. Ooh, whoa. I've never been here. Oh. What the heck? Oh my god, you can fall to your death in here. Careful.
It sounds
You
fun.
can fall to your death anywhere.
Yeah, no, but here it's like you can fall even more. Wait, there's something at the bottom. What's that? I kind of want to jump.
Breaking news.
Pause. Pause. What's that? Am I tweaking? I see something.
Found like a train tunnel. What the fuck is this?
So there's something at the bottom of the pit here. Look, Ren.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I threw that down there. It's the fire. I was keeping it
Oh.
away from you.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I saw you
Oh
coming
my
this
God.
way, and I was like, I should probably throw the fire down
my
there.
god. That is targeted harassment.
I'm not on the tape anywhere.
Holy 5-head play.
Wait. Bro, this tunnel goes on forever. Hello?
Oh, another entrance.
Why am I hearing? Wait, did I find something? Could this be it? How
I
do
found a hole.
Oh my god.
I don't know. Just click
I found something, but I can't pick it up. What's this?
oh, this is the player that we need to find a tape.
Oh, that's the cassette player, yeah.
Ah.
You still need to find the tape for it, though.
I was trying to press it like an idiot. I was like, what the fuck does this do?
Hold on, guys. You want to find this cassette? I know exactly what to do.
What?
What?
Let me ask my friend.
Oh no.
What?
Are you gonna pull out your AI shit?
I'm doing a Ouija board.
Let's just say.
Oh, no.
Let's just say I have a friend I can ask.
Got
Do
me
they always
scared,
spawn in
so-
the same place?
Oh no. Oh no.
Hey,
I don't
Leo.
think he's gonna help.
Hey, Senz.
Hey, I'm playing Nuclear Nightmare, and we need to find this cassette tape. We're on the what map are we on? We're on the tower map. He's not listening to me.
I don't think he likes you. I'm sorry.
Maybe he
I'm playing Nuclear Nightmare with some friends, and we need to find a cassette tape.
What's
We're on the
this?
tower map. Where do I find it?
Looking up Nuclear Night locations for the cassette tape on the tower map.
What is bro doing, man?
The cassette tape you're looking for on the Tower Island map in Nuclear Nightmare is the Installation Lost Tape Cassette Collectible Objective. From guides and
yeah.
playthroughs, especially the full Tower Island Objectives video, it's part of the installation series of tasks in the underground areas, often tied to scanning,
That doesn't fucking
uploading,
help. You're already in
or
the
finding lost
installation.
media in the facility sections. Quick location tips. Head to the main underground installation building complex. The map focuses on large underground zones with labs, halls, and tight
Yeah.
corridors. It's commonly in one of the side rooms or storage areas near the HVAC, water supply, or scan
Very
upload
cool.
terminals. Check desks, shelves, or locked cabinets in the installation
He
wing.
doesn't know.
Can you shut up already? He's not gonna
There's
do
locked
it.
cabinets?
I wouldn't believe what he says, to be honest.
Yeah, I think he sprouted a bunch of bullshit. I don't wanna be so.
No, he was right about it
Uh,
being in the rooms nearby.
Well, but that's
There's
kind
a
of like.
locked door in this big area, but
That's like saying go keep searching if you're trying to find it.
I don't know how to open it.
It's in front of you, stupid.
You should look behind you.
This power is off again.
Find a collector's room.
Ah, learn chat. Skin.
Bruh,
Put jump scares on.
this does not help.
Nice power. Baking.
Does it have necessarily to be at the first entrance?
It's somewhere in here. It doesn't specify where. It's just somewhere in the whole area.
Okay, so maybe I'm gonna go to the second entrance. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm looking on the other side too.
You never know.
All we know is that it's supposed to be somewhere around here. That could literally be anywhere, so. Oh,
Oh,
What was
again?
that?
I heard something.
Power.
Yeah,
Power went
I
off
heard
again.
something too.
Ooh!
Whoa there, bud.
I heard some
What's
shooting.
going on? What's going on?
There was some dude crawling on all fours up here.
Ooh,
What's that?
sexy.
I'm kind of scared. I'm walking in the dark. Even though I have like maximum gamma, it's like, wait, what?
Yeah, it's so dark stuff.
I walked outside.
Is there a way to
What?
turn the power back on?
Yes,
Or is
Oh
it
wait,
like
I can turn
cooked?
it. I can turn it on. I can turn it on. I'm turning it on.
you can
Hold
turn on the
Let-
power. There's 2 powers, one at each entrance.
Yeah, I'm turning it on right now.
Which one though?
The second one.
At least the bathroom lights stay on.
Surely
Oh,
the
you guys are
cassette is in
online,
the
so good
bathroom.
luck. What the fuck? That
Nice.
shit scared me.
I'm checking
God,
the
the
office
glasses.
room again. I wish the cassette, like,
Yeah,
we
I'm
knew what it
coming.
looked like. It would make it a bit.
Oh my god!
You find something?
There's a giant fleshy mass.
No, that sounded like a spook from a monster, not from finding
my.
something.
I found the cassette.
Ooh.
You found it? Or
Yeah, I found it. I found it.
So
Yeah.
it's here?
was
Yeah,
it?
I got it. I got it. It's in the
Second
office
entrance?
area. I got it. I got it. Where's the player?
Oh, yeah, I had a feeling.
I got the
Huh?
cassette. We got. Where's the player again? I think it's.
I mean, on the other entrance.
Yeah, I know, but
We have to go to
where?
the first entrance.
Okay, I
still
think
at
it's
the
this
Let's just
way.
go there.
Yeah, it's this way.
Oddly, no monsters.
Is this the right way?
There's one by the other entrance, but he's dead.
I
It might have been the
mean,
other way.
Think so?
Oh wait, no. This is the way. Yeah. What the hell? It's Oh yeah, it's this way.
I'm at the door.
I'm here.
Yeah.
All right, it's time.
Yay.
Yippee! What now?
Find a
another
military
time.
telephone to call
Telephone.
to call a helicopter back to civilization. What?
Okay. So we
Bruh.
can beat the
Where's
game
that
if we
gonna
find
be?
it.
And where's that?
Military.
Anywhere? Probably military
no.
outpost.
The power's off here again.
My god, this shit's so annoying.
I can put the power on.
What does a military
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Please!
Wait, what?
Oh
What, you
That's
god!
not me. That's
Are
not
you
me.
good?
There's two Kiras. One's fake.
Oh! I was interacting with her shit.
I was so confused. I was like, why do I see myself? Is the game broke?
You might be infected, bro. You gotta go do the test.
Wait, how do I do that?
Veli.
What? Me?
How
Yeah,
do I
it
do
exploded on you, didn't it?
I am definitely probably infected.
oh.
I was just manhandled.
Okay. Yeah, there's plenty of monsters coming.
Bitch.
Oh, I ran out of ammo.
that? Why don't you just shit the-
Where's the thing to do the test again?
Back this way.
Oh my god.
Infection test.
Wait, what?
I'm
Not the-
terrified. I'm just running. I'm just running.
I'm getting some things on my head.
Where do we even find
Yeah,
it?
there was a little monster that ran past me into
Watch out, I'm
the
a zombie.
facility.
I died and I'm a zombie.
Oh.
So be careful.
This door is so fucked. Wait. What the fuck? I got stuck. Oh.
So funny.
Day 2, let's go.
Holy, we reached day 2.
Is this?
Uh.
I think we need to turn the power on here.
So where's the test thingy? Am I supposed to follow you? Where are you going to? Or are you trying to find the military phone? I don't understand.
The test thingy is back where I'm about to go. I'm just turning on the power first because the power's off.
Oh, okay. I turned infected, so I guess I was infected.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Yeah, be careful. I
Oh
died. Yeah.
shit!
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
wait, it says kill a teammate who has become infected.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Are you infected?
I got that achievement for killing one of you.
Oh, so I guess I got it too, thank you.
Yeah, I got it too.
Lol.
Where would we find a military?
Pro tip, do not walk.
I went back to the military base.
Is there a
I
phone
assume, but
there?
I don't know. I don't know. I'll look at it. I'll take a look.
Oh wait, since I'm dead, I can like go around freely.
Yeah.
I can just cheat and look for the thing. Dead. That's funny. Pause.
I'll
How do
try
you
to
go
find
up?
it too.
I'm trying to find it as dead. That's kind of like a life hack.
Maybe the military outpost would have it. Yeah.
Yeah. There's also a helicopter here, so figured maybe. I don't know. Not
Gonna make
promising so
myself-
far.
Some gamer subs. Thank you very much.
Wait, where? You're at the military outpost?
Yeah.
Wait, can you revive or?
You should be able to revive. Yeah,
Is there
one
a
of
way?
the. Yeah, the
I
computer,
know there's a-
the little laptops. You're able to revive teammates.
Okay,
I
I'll
know
keep
there's
my
two-
eyes out.
It's in one of the black tents on
Black tent?
the inside. Yeah. Like,
Over this way? Am I going the right way?
Yeah. And then you get in this tent. Yeah.
Oh, this way.
Yeah, and you can revive me.
There should be reinforcements.
Reinforcements are
Ye-
currently available.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
I
Oh.
died!
How did
I
you
died! I'm infected! I'm infected!
die? You just turned into a monster. in front
Watch
of
out,
you.
SENZ'S.
Did you reinforce them
died.
before you died,
And
or?
I'm over there. I pressed yes and then I exploded.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
found
just
you.
follow my snow trail. That's where the computer is.
What the fuck is that? Oh my god.
Oh my god, how was
Holy frick!
Jesus.
Got that dog in me.
Where's the laptop?
It's
You were just at
right
it.
the screen.
You were just at it.
No, there wasn't a laptop in there. Nothing I could interact with.
Was it a one-time use type thing?
No,
Yeah, maybe.
It
This
was,
one?
we see it
No,
right
let
there,
her
right?
name.
That's the
Yeah.
this
one,
is
yeah.
off.
I wonder why.
I don't
I
think
just
you can
used that
revive
one.
me anymore. Oh, no, mind.
Maybe the
How
power
did
is
I do
off.
that?
Oh yeah, the power's off.
Oh yeah, it is.
Interesting. Okay. I guess I'm gonna spectate. Where's the shit spinning?
Jesus, that guy was huge.
Did it not work for me to revive because I was turning infected?
Maybe.
Oh my god, I think it's
Are you-
bugged.
Wait, it doesn't work?
The laptop is bugged. I think cause Rin died
It's on
mid-use.
now. Do you see it now?
No, yeah, it's
Oh,
on.
no.
No, it's on. I can see the button to
Oh.
press it, but I think because someone died on it mid-use that it bugged out.
Ay, caramba. Yeah, they
Well,
might have.
07s.
07. I guess we're all just dead watching. Is there no other laptop?
Well,
Just that
we're-
one?
There are other laptops, yeah. But I don't think they're here. I think they're at. We're at the end though. If we can find the phone, we can just
Yeah, you
leave.
just
Find
need
the
a phone.
phone. Oh yeah, let's all look for the phone. And then if we find the phone, we can tell them where it is. Just don't die.
So, what's the move? Are we just looking for the phone?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Or another
Wait,
laptop.
are we all dead except for SENZ'S or?
yeah.
yeah.
Lol. Ay, caramba. Oh, I can't look at the map. That sucks.
Where the fuck would a military
fine.
phone be? Yeah, that computer is bugged as hell.
07. It's funny because I'm just like basically droning around looking. It's like chill.
Mm-hmm.
You're technically getting more use from us being dead than from us being alive, realistically.
As long as it doesn't turn nighttime.
Kind of
Oh,
facts.
yeah.
The base seems maybe too small.
Yeah, I'll venture out and look at the other places.
Yeah.
Quick Google search could help too. Or asking
Yeah,
Leo.
honestly, just Google it, I would say.
Maybe Leo can help. No, I don't know.
Crash site, maybe?
Maybe inside.
Maybe crash site.
I'll Google
I don't
it.
think it's possible, but outside of the installation, there was a crashed helicopter, and for some reason, I could go in it. I wonder if they'd have anything in it.
Yeah, I was gonna say like maybe inside a helicopter.
The military film, right? It says
Wait, someone just
inside the
Google it
large
and see what we can
rectangular
use.
building At Base Camp 2. Base Camp 2.
In the what
Yeah.
building?
It says inside the large rectangular building at Base Camp 2.
We don't have base cap on this map. This is a different map. That's probably
what
referring.
Map is it?
The tower, I think it's called.
What map? It says inside the main 2-story buildings at Base Camp 2.
Well, yeah, so that's the
Whoa.
big map, the one that we played that was huge. This one doesn't have base camp 2.
So,
Why is Google saying this?
well, maybe it's the base spawn where we spawned from. Somewhere?
Yeah.
Could that be the case?
It could be.
Try to see if you can go back to this
Someone
point.
said, I
and-
believe the laptop is the military phone.
Oh no.
I think it's the
no.
computer.
That'd be cooked if that's the case.
I'm
If it
pretty
is,
sure there's
the
more than one
computer's in the
laptop.
It's in the tent. Maybe try
That's
it.
true because in the laptops it says to call the helicopter sometimes.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
yeah, so it
probably-
must be the
that's
laptop.
probably it. Yeah.
The problem is though the laptop at the
Oh,
base
you're
camp is
cooked.
dead.
No, there's another laptop, right? I remember seeing it in a different tent. If I can find out which tent it was. It's not the same. It's a different laptop, but it's still a laptop. There it is. It's in the one where the dead guy is. It's like a round shape-ish tent. It's red and white. Red and white tent, round shape-ish, and it's got a dead guy in the back.
That's a new
Oh,
one.
yeah,
What?
dead
Interesting
guys.
description. That is something.
What? Where? What red and white tent? Which?
It's kind of near the start, like where you know where we started. It's at the end. Near the entrance.
Hmm.
Near the round dome thingy.
Yeah, but is there another one? Cause the one you're referring to at the start was definitely not usable anymore.
I don't. Well, the screen's on. It's just. It's not the one that was used to revive. But the screen.
Oh no, I know which one you're talking about. That's just a prop.
Oh. So you can't click on that one.
No. It has to be that specific laptop type that we saw in the tent. The problem is even though I saw the interaction button, it's bugged because Rin died mid-use.
Yeah.
So we're looking for another laptop that's the exact same kind.
Okay.
Oh, there's a
Whoa,
worm
what the
coming
fuck?
for you!
Oh,
Oh
yeah,
my
that's the one I
God.
was talking about that I saw
That is
first. It literally
terrifying.
massive snow Gyarados.
Yeah, I heard
That
it.
is, that's scary. I'm not even in the game right now.
It
That
was right
scared me
behind
so
you,
bad.
Senz.
That's alright.
How do you
Okay,
spectate?
I'm assuming left click.
And then I can.
Double click. Or something.
Okay, I'm assuming if there might be one here in one of these 2-story buildings. Probably.
I found one. It's in this building with the stairs. You kind of near it.
This building?
Oh yeah, I'm here too.
Yeah.
What is-
Square blue building. It's near the generator. If you go behind the generator to the left. Yeah, this way.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah, in there.
Blue building.
Oh yeah, I think this is where I revived one of you
Oh yeah,
already.
it's right on the table. Thank you.
Oh cool, they
Oh,
turned the
power's
power
out.
off.
And the power's out.
So it was bad timing.
Oh, yikes. That is a really bad timing.
Yeah.
Wait, was it a monster that turned it off or what?
Usually it's a monster that turns it off, yeah.
Watch out, there's monster coming.
From where?
Dog.
From where?
It was near the building.
Just ran past.
We'll tell you if one comes if you just do it.
She just rage baited. Sorry.
Nice.
Oh, there's the monster. There's the monster. Yep.
Still alive.
Crawling. Nice. It had a baby.
Shit.
It had a baby. Pregnant.
I got it.
You revive us.
Are you
There's a-
Oh god, it knows it's the end.
It turned the power off.
Oh,
Oh
my
my
god.
Again, Jesus. That's so funny. You're gonna walk out and another monster will turn it off again.
Uh oh, the worm! The worm is coming!
Oh, the worm.
It's okay, he's
worm.
over you, he's over you, it's okay.
Oh, wow. Wait, you shot him.
I never saw that.
Evacuation. Do you want to call the escape?
Wait, what are you doing here?
I think I revived you guys. Success. Evac Helver at the nearest location.
You're not revived.
All players must make
Yeah.
it to the evac helicopter once it lands
It's
to win
okay,
the
there's
match.
a countdown. Oh, is it right here?
Right? Did it revive you
Are
guys?
you reviving us? No.
I pressed
No.
I pressed reinforcements. If it revives you, it revives you. Would you, are you sure you want to
Maybe
call it?
it
Yes.
doesn't work if we've been infected.
Okay.
You only have a certain amount of time to get to it, I think, like 20 seconds. So yeah, you're right.
Is it? I thought it's when it's once it arrives.
Is it right here?
It's a timer.
No, I know. I
Is
see.
that when it arrives?
I see the
it, here it
timer.
is.
I see the timer, but I think it has to arrive
Helicopter's
first. It's there right now?
It's coming. Yeah, it's right here.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Yeah, I was
down.
right. It has to arrive first.
It arrives in 4 seconds.
Watch out behind you.
Yeah.
Behind you. Behind you.
Whoa.
Oh,
No.
we
no way.
No
Ain't no way, dude. Ain't no way.
Wait, we won. No, that counted as a win. I'm getting achievements for
It
wins.
did.
Oh.
Yeah, it says
nice.
mission completed.
Failed for all of us because we died.
Even though we all died.
It says mission completed for me.
Okay, good.
What the fuck? I thought I
Maybe it's
died.
supposed to be
No, yeah, look,
advanced
you can see me standing right there. I'm chilling, bro.
Yeah, there you are.
Okay, because it's. For a second, you died like a second. Not a bit
We're
of funny
falling
shit
down
out
there.
I just got rage baited.
No, we're
Yes,
the ones who got
crazy.
baited. Huh?
No, you were dead. There was nothing to
That's
rage
crazy.
bait. You're cooked.
Yeah. A little cooked.
Well, I'm gonna leave here because I need to make my dinner. It was really-
Yeah, I have to eat too. I have not eaten
Oh.
yet. Yeah.
And I would
Sorry.
rather die than play this game duo. I'm gonna
But
be
they took
honest,
the
that game is
library.
rough. I mean, like, it's fine. It's alright.
I mean, the
If-
smaller map was good. I
Yeah,
feel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The devs need to get on private
Yeah.
matches, though, bro. We should not be having to make a whole new lobby.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
wild.
That is wild. Making us make a whole new lobby for that, that's kind of cooked. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we
that's so
doing?
crazy.
What are we up to?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
We got to win a match, though. That was my first ever win.
I
so.
know. Well, you did.
Well, yeah.
Hey,
Well, you know what
well,
we
you
helped you
won,
with.
but we helped.
Yeah,
Our
yeah.
friendship, yeah.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys actually found a lot of
Yeah.
the stuff. That's true. That sucks that it doesn't count as a win for you, though. That's kind of scam.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
usually
one
it
person
counts
makes
for
it
like
out,
as a team.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
if one person makes it out, it should just be a win for everyone.
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm. Oh,
Because
well.
then if you get into a public match, some people can be griefing to be sole survivor.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Marvin.
There shouldn't even be public.
mean-
Who even ain't nobody playing that game public match, bruh.
I give you guys a
Maybe.
warm welcome, I would say.
It was fun though. I was chill.
So,
Mhm.
yeah. It was a band.
It wasn't at least it
I
was
put the
like
hang of it,
different
it was
from
easy.
all the other friend swap games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely a breath of fresh air. Honestly, I like them. It
Dude,
was fun
Yeah.
in like ways and
Every
scary
other
others.
friend swap game is just like you go in, collect things, come back. If you don't collect
Yeah.
enough things, you die. So at least
I
like
know.
that
This
was
was more like
collecting
SCP backrooms-y, which is always
it
my
was yeah, it was
favorite.
more like
Yeah,
SCP to be honest. Yeah.
I love backrooms. Have you played
Mhm.
Escape the Backrooms?
I've
That's,
played
like,
every single one of those games.
Yes.
They're fun. Yeah.
Me too. I have every backrooms, even the obscure weird ones.
Yeah, I have all, like all the
Same. I
backrooms
played them
games.
all.
Yeah. I like them.
I actually never played a
Liminal
backroom game.
space.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
they're so
Well,
good.
play one. Play Escape
What
the
the fuck?
Backrooms.
Why
It's
did you
really
make
good.
us play this game then? We should have played
like ever.
Backrooms. What?
Yeah, we can play
Because
Escape
I
the
let her
Backrooms.
pick. I don't
Oh, that's
know.
true.
Yes, you let me pick, and I've played all the backrooms.
That's fair. That's fair.
Well, next time we can play the
Okay.
backrooms. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Escape the Backrooms next time. That'd be awesome.
Or just any of the
Love
backrooms.
that.
They're all pretty good, to be honest. It's hard
Yeah,
to make a
love
bad
backrooms.
backrooms games. It's literally just
I mean,
like
there have been some.
there have been, yeah.
The ones that don't let you take head bob off,
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah,
that's cooked.
yeah. A lot of people don't like the head bob.
It's ridiculous. I've had
the
one
heck
where
is
it's like
head bob?
full side to side motion while I'm walking, and I'm like, nope, nope. Oh,
Why do I have hate watchers, man?
Who? Who
I
has
said,
hate
why do I have
watchers?
hate watchers? These bastards. Me.
You have hate watchers? On where? On Twitch?
I mean, they're saying that like, yeah, but I'm kidding. It's because they're saying like, at least if you play like backrooms, there's like no way for me to grief.
Oh. Oh, I see what you
Because I
mean.
Well,
set
that's true.
everyone on fire the first round.
Yeah, that's true.
No weapons for you.
No fire.
Well, anyway, I'm gonna grab my food.
All right, guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna use
Thank
your
you
Yeah.
for
food
hanging out with
too.
me.
Have fun eating.
I
Thank
will.
you.
fun.
I will. Have fun.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
All right, guys. We have a we have an Arcanite sponsor to do. And everyone's been playing this game, so I think it's time we get in on the fun. Do. Required space 79 gigabytes. What? That is a big game. That's a big game, bro. Do. All right, it's downloading. Wait, give me 1 sec. I gotta pee really bad. Also, I'm gonna check on my dad. Hello, I'm back. Hi, Potato. Nah, what's with this ass music? Bro, your name is Batman. You couldn't even think of an original username. You're telling me this music is bad? I don't want to hear it from you. Why don't you come up with an actual username, huh? Bro can't even think of a name. Telling me my music's bad. Hello, VG Mark. Hello, Vio. I'm new. Welcome. Hello, Peyton. What's up? You look cool. Thank you. Okay, Arc Enfield is almost done. We're almost ready to Arc Max. Did you know I was formerly I Love BL? Potato, unfortunately, I do not get a notification every time someone changes their username. So, no, I didn't. Hello, Jojo Moon. Did you guys know every time you change your username on any app, every single one of you, I get a text on my phone. It texts my phone number and said, "Hey, this person changed their username." Okay, the game is still installing, but it's almost done. I just want to know if you recognize me. I recognized your old name, Potato. I Love BL, but I don't know when you change your name, you know? If you don't tell me, I would never know. Do. How's your day so far? I've been chilling. I've been with the same nickname for approximately 5 years. Your voice sounds so nice. What mic is that? I'm using the Newman TLM 103. It's a pretty common voice actor mic. Of course, it's a little expensive. So, well, you know. But the mic is not really why I sound like this. This is just my voice. I pretty much sounded similar on any other mic. What games are you playing today? Well, we had a little collab. Now we're going to be playing a game called Arc Knights Enfield. It sounds really clear though. Yeah, it is a nice mic for sure. Arc Knights Enfield. So I'm thinking about getting Superfan for 2 streamers. You're in the top 3 right now. Thanks, Dragon. I do have cool emotes. Hello, bestie. I love that mic. Might have to get it for my VO job. Yeah, I mean, if you do professional voice acting, this mic would be really good for it. Of course, you need a very sound-treated room. If you live in a place that's loud, it's not going to work because it's going to pick up everything. That game seems pretty popular right now. Yeah, I believe it just released recently. And then also they have like, they're also sponsoring a lot of people. So people who are sponsored are probably playing it. It's still installing, by the way. It's at like 62%. So should be done in a minute. Should be done in a minute. Sensitive mic, I'm guessing. Yeah. I have a padded room. Yeah. Well, yeah, this mic would definitely be good. Let's see. Why are you still streaming? 'Cause I want to. Is his character eating candy? Yeah, I have a lollipop. Huh? No, I don't. I'm so sorry to be annoying. What was the name again? The name of what? Oh, my mic? Newman TLM 103. Hi, Defective. Hi, B. It's such a tiny lollipop. Is it? I don't think it's that small. I guess it could be a bit bigger. Do. Maybe I can tell my rigger to make it bigger. Holy, there's so many, like, I'm getting so many notifications from the TikTok thing. Wait, let me make sure we do this real quick. Bam, bam. Open in TikTok. Sign up. Okay. TikTok has these like campaigns and stuff for like streams. But the problem is you have to like go out of your way to sign up for them, you know? Like there's no way to automatically sign up. Oh, okay, I think it's ready. All right, let's launch this game. Can I call you Unk? You probably could, because the way you're talking, you seem like a child. I feel like everyone is Unk compared to you, bro. Talking like you're 12. Woo! Okay. Nine. Okay. What? What just happened? I think the game is restarting? Maybe? What the frick? I think the game is restarting. Bottom bin raid. Do you call yourself a bottom now, bin? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Arknights.
My chat bullies me. That sounds like a you issue, little bro. Do. Ben's YouTube channel is back. I know. How are you? I'm okay. I'm a little tired. I was forced to get up for a collab today. Again. Dude, why am I only friends with people from like Europe and Asia? Tired of you guys. I'm tired of you guys. What's happening? Oh, wait.
Administrator has arrived.
Oh.
Verifying identity.
Cool. Alright, well, we're sponsored by Arknights Enfield. Wait, let me start this thing. Let's see. This stream is sponsored by Griffline, or Arknights Enfield. Arknights Enfield is a 3D real-time strategy RPG on PlayStation 5, PC, and mobile. Check it out and download the game now. There's immersive storytelling, deep character customization, and tactical real-time action. Wow. There's fully 3D narrative presentation. There is 24 playable operators. Each have unique classes and elements. And there's leading a team of 4 into real-time battles. Whoa. I'm a true this guy. This is me. Aura. Yo, this guy has aura.
You've arrived.
Who's this baddie?
What took you so long?
Sorry. I was held up. Originium.
A blessing, solely yours, but stolen and tainted. Your fate isn't confined to one path. This time, leave no regrets. Travel forth, Administrator.
Holy frick.
Originium.
Oh yeah. Let me make sure we're on high graphics. I like the games to look sexy. Yeah, I'm okay. Looks like everything is already on high.
Is the pillar of life, the link that connects everyone.
Ooh.
This expedition must not fail.
Wait, how did I just run? Oh, spacebar. Okay, I think we turned down the volume just a teensy tiny bit. It's a little loud. Just a little. There we go. All of these games have the same. You know, I noticed a lot of these games have similar like the stamina bar, you know? It's crazy how Zelda like basically coined this shit. Isn't that crazy that Nintendo basically created like all these games? Nintendo basically is like the forefather of all of these gacha games that are coming out. Because The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild was the first game that came out with like this style of everything. And then there was the other one and this and that and like, you know. That's where all of these came from. Whoops. Wait, what do I do? Move your mouse to select the target. Oh. How much is this game? This is free. This game's free. Oh, you're in for it now, buddy.
The enemy is here. Time to fight.
You're in for it now, buddy. Boom, boom. Catch the sword. How do you like these apples? This game is on the Epic Games Store at the moment. Perfect dodge.
Angloy. The most alien life form that never tires. For over 100 years, we resisted their ruin and devastation.
Do. Dang, I just be bringing zip lines out. Where are we going? Have you guys noticed that a lot of like the games of this style nowadays, they have this like kind of like snow-ish theme? Hello, Heron Osmara. You're just starting out. I won't spoil anything. Thanks. Yeah, I am just starting out. A lot of games nowadays, like in this genre, kind of have these snowish themes. It matches my model. You know what this means? It just means I was ahead of the times. I was ahead of the times.
Angloy grow in number. Press on.
Oh, that's cool.
This challenge cannot stop us.
You know what? This music sounds really like good. I can't tell if this is like, it's hard to tell the difference between like music that's made digitally and like, cause you know how some people, their music is like really good cause they actually have hired like an orchestra or whatever. The instruments on this sound so like concise that I can't tell if they actually hired like an orchestra or this is just digital.
Shows.
That ultimate is so underwhelming. What? I mean, to be fair, this is the first character, like the main character. But I thought it would be like a... Usually ultimates are like so big, you know? Like big explosion type thing. And he was just like little rocks out of the floor. Pocket rocks. Show's over. Look at these rocks I've had in my pocket. Been hiding these rocks in my pocket.
A legacy. A tomb. A lonely soul.
I've been hiding these flowers in my pockets.
In the end, you chose not to let go.
Gotta gotcha some cool characters. Yeah, I'm sure the other characters have like way cooler alts. They always why is it that most gacha games always make the main character like underwhelming in terms of just like they don't make the abilities or outfits really cool. I guess it's so you play the other characters more. Like it's more I guess it's supposed to be more about the other characters. I guess it makes sense actually, yeah.
We can no longer retreat. Let's strike forward.
Damn.
True weapon. Forge a path for the living.
Yeah, I can just bring out massive freaking turrets. What the hell? Wow. Wait, why do I even bother with like the rocks then?
Life always fights back. It is our nature and our fate. Rise from ruin and be reborn in the ashes.
And be reborn in the ashes. This is such like an anime. I mean, obviously this is an anime game, but like, you know what I mean? This is so, dude. Every character in these, it's always like a cloak too. Wait, I could literally match, bro. Hold on. Kinda. I mean, you know. Look, I have a cloak like him. Wow. It's me. I'm literally, that's me in the game. I'm the main character. Sorta. Holy.
Even you have decided to help me.
Administrator. Is that me? I'm the administrator instead of the administrator? Administrator.
Try not to move. You might have a fracture.
What's happening?
Still breathing. Save her. Stay with me, child. We won't leave you. Right here. Going cold.
This is so tough. Holy moly.
Name. How about Perlica?
Hey, look, it's the white lady.
You traveled beyond the stars, through death as chill as the cosmic abyss. Yet your heart kept hope alive.
The cosmic abyss.
For our sake, and for the days to come, you sacrificed yourself. Truth be told, I've always wished that you would find the answer on your own. And find your true self.
Wow. Bro, why are you not answering? It's because we're playing a game, Tico. So, you know, trying to experience the game just like anyone else would. I'm talking to chat though, just in between. Be patient, my son. Holy, bro. What? Dude, my character can just like summon satellites, I guess. What the? I see. Bro, whose man's is that? Who are the two other people? Who are you people? Oh.
Break its arm.
Oh. Bo slamming that. Okay, so we got combos now. Damn. That thing kind of reminds me of one of the monsters from Elden Ring. I wonder if those swords in his body feel like little toothpicks. Bro's built like, oh. Whoa. Bro's speaking in languages. Ooh. My fault. Yeah, I'm following you, gang. How did not hurt you guys? Ow.
Unleash your full attack.
Unleash my full attack? Okay. Do we win? Oh, cool. Yeah, that makes sense. Uh-huh. Right. He can just resurrect his whole body. Oh my.
Stop that countdown.
What?
Death is nearing the shore. Do not forget our promise. I'll be waiting in the north.
What? Hello, Nox. Bye, Duma. Ooh, a butterfly. Whoa. This is cool. Look, there's friggin' bunnies. A strange object. Oh. You know what'd be funny? If he just picked that up and just put it in his mouth. Just ate it. Didn't even like think twice. He just swallowed it. Oh. Yum. Activate. Drag place to starting point. Like a Hershey's chocolate? Yeah, if you thought it was like one of those kisses. That's what they're called, right? The little chocolates. He thought it was a kiss.
Do not forget your mission.
Broby suggesting. Dude, it does look like a Toblerone. Wait, aren't Toblerones actually kind of shaped like that though? They're in like weird triangular shapes like that.
Who are you?
The Administrator.
And you are.
I am.
This is such like an anime intro. SENZ'S. Yes. Whoa. I never tried one. Are they good? Toblerones? Dude, here's the thing, right?
Administrator.
Say what you want about the UK, but their chocolate is like way better than any American chocolate.
It's been
Like I
while.
don't think the UK is known for their like food, like beans on toast and shit, but the UK is known for their chocolate. So, yeah, Toblerones are good. They're like way better. UK Toblerones are so good. Yeah. If you want really good chocolate, you got to get it from the UK. The UK has way better chocolate than America. Anything is better than American chocolate because it ain't even chocolate. All right, well, hold on now. Listen, hey, you can say that UK's chocolate is better, but American chocolate is still chocolate. It's not great chocolate, okay? It's not great chocolate, but it's still chocolate, bro. Chill out. All right, we have dark chocolate. We have chocolate without sugar. We got cacao and everything, bro. Are you from the UK? Yeah, mate, I'm from the fucking UK. How could you tell, brother? I'm right out of Birmingham. I'm straight out of Birmingham. You want to hear my UK rap song? I'm actually an underground UK rapper. Yeah, dude, you know what all rap from the UK sounds like? Actually, in a drop in a pop top, and I'm gonna drop in a pop bop, in a proper top, gonna drop 'em proper. That's what all rap from the UK sounds like. I swear to God, bro. Dude, every rap song that I've heard from the UK is literally just in a drop in a pop pop bop it bop bop pop drop in the top.
This is the
Gonna drop him in the top. Grab me a prop.
of Enfield Industries.
That's literally what all rap from the UK sounds like. Bro, you cannot tell me 90% of UK songs, like imagine you're not from the UK so you don't like understand, like the accent might be hard for you to understand. Welcome to my SoundCloud. My name is Little my name's Little Tuesday. They call me Little Bottle. My rap name's Little Bottle. Little Bottle. I call this song, yeah. Mans, listen. Mans, listen. My song, this song is called Little Bop. In a drop in a pop top. Jittle ang in a pop top truck.
Enfield Industries?
Pick me up in the truck. Go to the drop top pop and a pop. You little bop.
Take a deep breath. We can work through this at your pace.
That's literally what all UK rap sounds like to me.
This mask is a suppressor for stabilizing your vitals. You've slept for 10 years and your conditions aren't exactly stable.
Damn! We've been sleeping for 10 years?
I can hardly recall anything. Who are you?
True. Who are you, bro?
My name is Perlica. I am the supervisor of Enfield Industries. While you get reacquainted with this place, I will also be in charge of your well-being. You might not remember this either, but you've always been the leader of Enfield Industries. You are the paragon and most important companion of every Enfielder.
Apologies. My mind's completely blank.
What?
But for someone like you, this fresh new beginning might just work out. In any case, welcome home, Administrator.
What the? Hello?
Your physical examinations are.
Is he supposed to have 2 pairs of
I'll
glasses?
take you on a tour.
Bro took his glasses off and there was another pair.
This is our HQ. She is the pinnacle of human science and technology.
She.
Originium-powered multi-surface vessel, Dijong.
Dijong.
There was a time when we were close to losing Dijong, but we followed your lead and saved the ship. Dijong survived the day. Ever since then, we've kept her at low orbit and minimum power. We're now repairing Dijong using ground-supplied materials.
What the?
The ship is
There's
also
furries!
develop new technologies.
Sorry. I remember nothing at all.
Don't blame yourself, Administrator. Follow me.
Furries! There's furries everywhere.
The general functions look okay to me.
Whoa.
A majestic world, isn't it?
Yes. It's so beautiful. What are we looking at?
It's...
Talos 2. Our home.
Holy frick.
Everyone calls Talos 2 a planet. But truth be told, it's actually the second moon of the planet named Talos.
This is a moon?
Much about Talos 2 remains a mystery to us. We're also facing enemies that once threatened our entire civilization. But since you're here, I believe that Enfield is capable of overcoming these challenges. You once carried this piece of originium with you everywhere.
Oh, that's my Toblerone. He just grabs it out of her hand, puts it in his mouth. Thanks for holding on to that for
Every
me.
Specialist Tech Division operator carries a piece of proto-rig. The mineral helps teleprotocol triangulation. This is your very own proto-rig, and it carries secrets. Only privy to you.
Whoa.
It's responding to my call. And it seems to know me really well.
Oh.
Everything we need for our survival would be impossible without originium. The mineral powers our machines, and is the basis of the arts we wield. When we
Originium.
first arrived at Talos 2, we planted originium upon this new world. The spark from our distant origins was meant to create a new place to call home. But war destroyed our first landing. though we achieved victory, we paid a bloody toll that left us battered and ruined. To revive our civilization, you led Enfield and developed the proto-rig technology, as well as its ultimate evolution, the Protocol Automation Core.
So I'm like the boss around here.
The fruits of our labor.
Yes. Our plan is to deploy automation cores throughout the civilization band.
Special mission.
Reboot of life. Someone very important commissioned us with the Zeroth Directive. Your awakening, as well as the mission and plan I mentioned, are a part of it.
So, who commissioned it?
Everyone's a Kemono Mimi. What about me? My character is no? He's just human, no?
You did.
Holy aura.
Supervisor Perlica, we got a situation. Is the administrator by your side?
Yes, the Endman is with me.
We got a max level.
Did she just call me the Enderman?
landing zone.
Holy
The
Minecraft.
entirety of Just moments ago, simultaneous self-destruction occurred to the orbital landing relay drone squadrons. The communication blackout is expanding towards Valley 4, and the status of facilities along the route is now unverifiable. At the same time, we are picking up
Hello,
extremely
Jinx.
intense
This reminds me of like those Call of Duty
sector.
mission intros.
We are hailing the hub base on every channel. So far, they haven't responded. The whole place is offline. The
Dude,
plan was to bring the
this
Endman to the
really
base.
reminds me of like the Call of Duty
The hull
intro
can't wait
mission
that long.
episodes when
Fiona,
before the
prep
missions.
for my drop at once.
Hello, Silver Deer.
Wait, now? Okay, I'll run the checks. There's surface interference. Current situation is too risky. Unguided emergency drops might deviate. We'll drop you to the area near the base, out of concern for safety.
Director Chen and Andre are at the hub base. In accordance with the contingency plan, they will take control of the scene as critical events happen. Fiona, keep hailing the hub base, regardless of whether we've received any response from them. Inform them that I'm coming soon. Also, tell Operator Chen to run.
Hello, Anime for Life.
Roger, we're prepping your drop.
What's up?
Initiating alignment. Target, Valley 4. All systems green for landing.
Holy, all systems green. Wait, I don't have to work out today, do I?
Fire away. Destination, Talos 2.
Calendar. Okay, no, I don't. Thank God. Phew. I thought I was cooked. I was shopping. It's okay, anime. No worries. Whoa!
Progress update, Fiona. I'm still trying to reestablish contact.
Wait, this is so like movie coded. What the heck?
We have multiple unknown objects coming in fast. Watch out!
Anchors? Hold on tight, Endman.
Damn, the budget on this game must have been $1 jillion. Everybody having motorcycles? Kinda, yeah. Oh my God! It's a rock monster. Whoa.
Stay close to me, Administrator.
Okay. Team combat. Oh, that's cool. It's kind of cool how like the other people are fighting at the same time. That's kind of cool.
Administrator, you all right? Are you hurt?
Their facial animations are very HD. Oh my god, look, you can even see like the wet... Dude, look, you can see the rain hitting her collar and like the water getting sunken into the collar and like the shimmer. What the f... This shit is HD as hell. Look, look. You can see the rain hit the collar and then get soaked. Like, you know how when water goes onto something, it goes like into it? So like... That's crazy. Why? That's so HD.
I'm okay, but we'll have to walk the rest of the way. The angle I even managed to reach this place. The situation in the field is far more severe than our previous estimates. I actually hoped for a gentler reception than this. The hub base still isn't picking up our calls. We need to hurry. This Anglos looks dangerous. We need to be cautious. We can focus our attacks to bring down its defenses.
Final strike has successfully staggered the enemies. Okay.
That's it, Administrator. Let's use the same tactics to take down the remaining enemies.
Alright. Pretty simple.
This rope looks sturdy. Some of the survivors probably left.
Hi Blitz newbie. Are you feeling bored today, bro? First message is that is crazy.
This should be the way.
Bro's gotta be bored.
Continue.
Hello, Alias.
That is an anchor. Anchors are capable of spawning Angloid. They pose. a
Hello,
major
Locky.
threat
Ain't no
to
way
defense.
they're
We
sponsoring this
must find
stream.
the survivors.
They are, yeah.
And quickly.
It's pretty cool.
We need to break through here ASAP. Time to adopt team combat tactics.
The enemy is more dangerous, so you can use combo skills. Combo skills, skill points. Final strike. Okay. I love the little VTuber guy. Thanks.
Seize the chance to press the attack. Our strikes are more effective when we coordinate. Let's take down these enemies together.
That's cool. Dude, this game, I think like genuinely, this might be the most like graphically impressive gacha game that we've ever played. Like the animations and like the details are insane. Does this game cost anything? No, it's free. Is this also on... Oh yeah, I think it is also on mobile. Man, that's crazy, bro. You know what's crazy to think about? You remember like... You remember when like the iPod was still a thing?
Severe.
And like
Is always kept
the most HD games you could play was like Jetpack Joyride.
things inside the base could get bad.
Like little 2D side scroller games was everything, like the only thing people could play. And now they have games that look like this on mobile. This is also a mobile game, isn't it? Yeah, it's on mobile. This is also a mobile game.
Like this nonsense. We got a big one incoming. Get to cover. Need to fall back and regroup.
Leave them to us.
You played Jetpack Joyride? Yeah, I did. I used to play Jetpack Joyride all the time. But the mobile version is more lightweight graphically. Well, of course, yeah. But it's sure like good looking though, you know? Hello, Raffi. I played that game when I was 5. I played it when I was a kid too, yeah.
You arrived at just the right time.
Hello,
Temporary
Raffi.
defenses have been breached.
We are not doing anything with AI right now. No, we're
And I'm
sponsored.
glad that you're all right, Director Chin. I believe you have a sit rep for me.
Yes. An anchor.
Emma,
won't
thank you
right
so much
into
for the
base.
gifts.
The thing won't stop spawning the Angoloid. We've sent all our injured personnel.
And
to
I'm
the
in my
control tower.
20s? Yeah, me too.
There are just
I'm also in my
too
20s.
many Angoloi, and they will overrun our security division eventually.
We must find a way to stop the anchor.
Supervisor Perlica, may I ask who this?
Ah, of course. This is our administrator.
Administrator? Are we talking about the administrator?
That's me.
Apologies. Many operators in Valley 4 have never seen you before, Endman. News of your
Do you get
awakening
paid anything from them
flies plenty
sponsoring
of
you?
gossip and rumor.
Well, of course,
We
it's a
received message
sponsor.
from
Yeah.
Dijon. The entire crew tried to plan a welcoming ceremony, but just a few days later, we were suddenly attacked. I didn't expect you to arrive here in the midst of the battle.
Or said
We're
me?
here to help, Director Chin. Do we have any news about the missing?
I really
person?
like that meme,
How many
actually.
of our people are outside the base?
It's hard to say. The Angoloi just kept attacking. Security division can only maintain a limited security perimeter.
People here are in danger. I suggest we delay our earlier arrangements and minister.
It's crazy that they even have like the rain falling on their like clothes and stuff. I think this might actually be like the
Good,
best.
Administrator.
I think
I knew you would say that.
I think
Director
this
Chin,
actually might
we'll
be
handle
like
the
one of the
hostiles in the base
highest
and direct any
graphics
of your missing
gotcha games
staff
I've
to the
ever
control
played.
tower for safety.
Wonderful. Your help will set my mind at ease. Good luck out there.
By the way, I'm not seeing Mr. Andre.
Look,
anywhere.
the like raindrops are falling on her gloves and everything.
Ugh, that silly old man. He went off trying to be a hero again. That fool never stops treating his projects with far more respect than his own feathery hide. Anyway, if you see that old fool, tie him up and haul him back to the control tower. This might be the only safe place left in the base.
We'll find him. Have faith in us. The anchor at the old factory is still spawning Angloid. We must first eliminate this threat. Time to initiate our mission, Endman.
Damn. The graphics on this game are crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Stabilizing core of the anchor.
This like
Take that out, and the entire.
genuinely,
concept is
I think this might be like the highest graphic
But the real challenge is the Angloid swarming around it.
gotcha game I've ever seen
Cluster
personally.
of smaller Angloid. We must stop them. Ha, here's our chance.
Crystallize.
Crystallize.
Stay strong, people. We're winning.
We got rock monsters before GTA 6.
Stay in the fight.
Are you all right?
Supervisor Perlica. Thank goodness you're finally here.
I'ma join your Discord.
We assembled here after
Yeah,
the
for
anchor
sure. Appreciate
falling.
that.
Managed to hold on to this place.
A lot of money must have been put into this game. That's what I'm saying. This game had to have a big budget, like for sure. By the way, someone gave me an idea for hand cam streams, which I wanted to run by you guys. You know how the camera's usually pointing like down at me? What if I inverted it so it's like you're seeing from my POV?
And it's easy to make. Take some.
That kind of sounds like a good idea, no? You're seeing the same thing, but it's like inverted, so it looks like you're seeing it from my POV. I think that might be cool. A lot of people do that. Well, how come no one's telling me? No one's giving me these strats, bro. Who was gonna put me on?
Our security division is fighting hard to keep the threat at bay. We must hurry.
People do it how they like. Yeah, right. But yeah, tomorrow, actually speaking of, tomorrow and Sunday we have 2 hand cam streams, so I'll probably try it tomorrow. We're gonna be trying exotic snacks tomorrow. Damn, the art for these looks crazy too. Okay. Yeah.
This will give me a peace of mind. I'll stay here and care for the injured for now.
Dude, the budget for this game must have been insane, because the art looks crazy, the graphics are insane. Nah.
So we can push through.
Get crushed. Here's our kill. Trusted. Crystallized.
Give me that meat. What the hell is that? Oh, is that the thing that makes the...
Target locked. Fire. Get crushed.
Crystallize.
This is the anchor, but its core is not here.
I at least like that it's like a normal city, you know? Not like a... I like how this is like a normal city, not like
All active anchors give off that light.
because I feel like most gacha games are either like super in the past or like in the future, or you know what I mean? This one's kind of like modern looking without being too futuristic looking, I guess.
Basement area is stable. We should be able to reach and destroy the anchor core. Let's go, Endman.
Endman. Bro, she's literally calling me Enderman. I'm the Enderman.
Landbreakers, what are they doing here?
Senz, can I add you on DC? No, sorry, Lockie. I don't add fans. It's kind of weird, you know? Most creators don't do that. Whoa! I switched characters.
Look there, Endman. We must act now.
You switch characters? That's kind of tough.
Why tell us, Supervisor Perlica? The anchor. Take out the anchor.
What? By Talos. Isn't Talos a god in like Skype? Whoa. Oh, bro's literally an owl. What? Alright. Some enemies cast a charge skill with the red circle. When it can be interrupted with any operator damage. Nice. Crystallize. Show's over. Whoa. Who's this aura farmer?
Special Operator Chen. Am I the first to arrive or what?
Yo. Nice.
Nicely done, Endman. And thank goodness you arrived on time, Chen.
Awesome, right? What do you think of that move?
Dude, I really like her eye design. The thumbs up.
I'll show you an even deadlier killer move next time. A single swing will take anything out.
Not the
guaranteed.
tail wag, hello?
I'm Chen Chen-yu, or Chen for short. If you got a problem you need trimming, my blade is yours to command.
Interesting. Hello, Kundad.
Oh, Perlica also told me about you. Every time she mentions the Endman, she just goes on and on and on.
We should check on Mr. Andre.
Oh.
Mr. Andre, are you all right?
The lab. Enman! You're really back!
Enderman.
I thought you'd be here 10 days later. You're not hurt, are you? And what's with the mask? Never mind that. Thank goodness you're back.
Bro, he's got Crocs on.
It's been 10 years. We finally did it. We cracked the project you left behind. Puccini and Popov can finally rest in peace. During their final moments, they lamented that they couldn't deliver this solution into your hands.
Endman, this is Mr. Andre, our resident Enfield technical expert at this site. He is also the chief engineer of the Automated Industry Complex.
Huh? What's with the formal intro, Supervisor Perlica? Wait, did Enman really forget?
Yes.
This isn't fair. Why? Why does suffering always happen to... No.
We should set aside the details for later. Now, Mr. Andre, why did you risk your safety to rush to this place?
That's because I saw the anchor crashing into the old factory. So I rushed over here to check if the prototype was all right. Look, here it is.
Is this the contraption you were protecting? It looks really expensive. You must have spent quite a bit of time on it.
It would be unfair to say that this is my work.
I really like her eye
Anyone
design.
left this prototype to me. I'm very grateful that you came here and saved it. Now that the anchor has been taken out,
I like that
there
girl's
shouldn't
eye
be any
design.
more Angoloi around. We should quickly get our base back up and running.
Leave it to us. By the way, Director Chin requests your immediate return to the control tower.
Oh, so, what was she like when she asked about me? Was she angry?
All the characters are very expressive.
Dear, I'm finished.
This is an all-channel broadcast. I repeat, this is an all-channel broadcast. All security division combatants are to assemble at the base entrance ASAP. I repeat, assemble at the base entrance ASAP.
Enman's jacket is fire though. Dude, you know what the thing is? The thing with techwear jackets, because I actually
I'll
have
be with you shortly once I'm done checking the machines.
I actually have bought techwear jackets in real life. Like I used to own like a couple of them. The problem with them is they're really, really hard to pull off. Like the places that you can wear them is very, very rare. And also like a lot of the time a lot of people kind of look corny. You know what I mean? It's really, really hard to pull off techwear in real life. Like, they're cool for like pictures. They're cool for like maybe like events that are techwear themed. But like just wearing them out like normally, they're really, really hard to pull off without looking corny.
Chen will keep Mr. Andre safe. Let's go and support Director Chin. Those land breakers. Were they here to loot our base amidst the chaos, but showing up right after the anchor fall? That's too much of a coincidence. Things could be more complex than we thought. Our original plan was to deploy the protocol automation core nearby and run some tests, but with the hub base severely damaged, we need to get it up and running first.
Wow. Look at this guy. He's like a bull. Hello, Glucose. This guy's a bull. This one is... What is he supposed to be? Like a capybara or something? Like some sort of bear? This one, this lady is a bird.
What's going on, Director Chin?
Hello, Luzosa. Are you looking at my chat? Yes.
Landbreakers. And so many of them.
Who is that?
This isn't the worst of it. Look over there.
Oh no, what?
That place.
That... Whatever that is.
The deployment area we reserved for the automation core.
From the scale of the rising smoke columns, the deployment area has completely fallen. This area was completely surrounded by Angeloi, yet these bandits still got through.
Those landbreakers we encountered were probably just their vanguard. Director Chin, is there anything we can use?
Security Division gathered as much intel as they could.
I hate her eye design. Her eye design is way too simple. I don't like her eye design at all. Kind of looks like a robot's eye.
We have yet to recover from the anchor fall.
That's like a robotic
And
eye.
we've taken heavy casualties. The Angeloi destroyed many backup cables.
Bro, this is so HD. What the fuck?
The attacking landbreakers have been confirmed as the Bone Crushers. Their objective remains unclear at present. But their assault was too well timed to be accidental. If the current situation persists, we will not be able to successfully deploy the automation core. We can use the resonance tower to activate Originium for power.
How's it going today? It's going
its energy
okay.
cost is steep. It won't last long.
I love how the MC wears a cotton sweatshirt.
Deploy the PAC.
My MC? Does he have a cotton sweatshirt on? I didn't even
You
notice.
mean we power the resonance tower with the PAC?
Yes, we can use the AIC to set up a power transmission relay. Once the resonance tower is activated, the base will get some respite.
But there are so many landbreakers along the way.
I've noticed some of the names are like Chinese. Is this a Chinese-made game?
Of course we can. Landbreakers?
Bro, that art is so HD of the characters.
You got a team of pros, Director Chin. Edmund,
I'm afraid my creaky bones won't let me swing a weapon. But I can still offer plenty of help with the automation core.
But should we come up with a more foolproof plan?
Have faith in us, Director Chin. I'm not just the supervisor of Enfield Industries. I'm also the acting lead of the Enfield Crisis Team.
Wow.
I'm part of it too. Excited to work with you, Enmin. I'm sure there's a lot I can learn from you.
Whoa. Chen Qian Yu. You.
All operators accounted for. The team is ready for the mission.
Add to
Our
team.
turn already? Nice.
Cool.
Alrighty. Now let's go and teach those pipe faces what happened.
Administrator, I'd actually prefer it if you can just stay and rest here.
I can handle him.
Much appreciated, Enderman.
Enderman!
So, we have a conclusion, Director Chin. The crisis team will whittle down enemy forces, deploy the PAC at the designated site, and transmit power back to base with Mr. Andre. I'll contact you once the roads are clear. Apologies for forcing you to travel into the wildlands, but we will need your help.
No problem. I feel so much better. knowing
All the
I
like
can
characters
finally
are
help
so
everyone
animated.
properly this time.
Stop puffing up your feathers, old man. Administrator, Supervisor Perlica, and Operator Chen, do be careful out there. Before I forget, the TP point is not part of the base's power system. If there's something more that you can handle, just head back to base and...
Her eyes kind of creep me out, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
We're counting on you.
That girl's eyes
And then,
creep me the hell
let's
out.
first activate the teleprotocol point. TP points will let the team move around faster, and...
Teleport. Rest. Manage. Depot. Quick stash. Okay. Authority level 2. Max sanity. Huh?
Andre just updated me about your condition. Please keep yourself safe out there.
Oh, so the squad just comes with me. That's cool.
Wow, those landbreakers are giving us a show of force. It's rare to see LBs this arrogant.
Of the 3 major landbreaker
Can I see like
plans, the Bone Crushers...
Yo, what's up, Line Chew? I love men working the factory. What?
who actively respect violence.
Original will carve a path for us.
Wait,
Prepped and ready to go.
dude, these animations are so HD. Damn. Wait, can I look at like all the...
According to intel from the SOW,
Can I look at like all the characters or something? Is there a store? Headhunt. Gamba, some shit like that, yeah. Can I look at all the characters? Oh, this is a drop rate.
plan has suddenly
Most games have like a way for you to look at all the characters.
and launched multiple
No.
raids on other minor factions. We don't have any further
Give me the front row this time. I want to be the first out of the door.
intel yet. The
Hello,
only thing we
Yuki.
can confirm
It was early today, that's true. Day 3 recruitable. Oh, claim all. Word?
is that a leader has emerged and united the entire Bone Crusher clan.
This is so HD though. Like for... This is genuinely like probably the most HD, This is probably like the most HD gacha game that we've seen. Like graphically wise, impressiveness. Just like raw graphics. Probably one of the most graphically impressive gacha games we've seen.
A blade unsheathed and light unleashed.
All variables within estimate.
Commence L7. Annihilation. Here's our chance.
Oh, the sponsor's over. Okay. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed watching me play that. We will...
You blight-eating scabs. Workers of the UW will never back down.
the UW. Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed that sponsor. W sponsor for real, bro. Thanks to Arknights Enfield for sponsoring us again. Oh my god. Holy moly. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I've been awake since like... I think I've been awake since like, 3 a.m. I don't know why. I've been by Mizuki. I don't know why. Recently, I've been doing this weird thing where like I will fall asleep at like midnight. And then I'll wake up at 3 a.m. and I'll stay awake until like 5 or 6 a.m. and then I'll sleep again and then like sleep till like 2 p.m. or something. I missed the collab. Yeah, the collab was kind of short, to be honest. It was just like a 1 or 2 hour collab. It was chill. I'm excited for the hand cam streams tomorrow and Sunday though. I'm not gonna lie, the keyboard hand cam stream, like it was chill. Like there's nothing wrong with it, but you remember how we had like technical issues? It didn't let me stream on YouTube or TikTok those days. I hate when that stuff happens. I really dislike when like it's kind of like disrupting the flow, you know? You know when you're like flowing, you're having a good day and then something just shits on your day? I don't like my flow being interrupted. I was flowing, bro. Are you gonna do the camera from your POV? It's gonna be the same POV, just flipped, so it looks like it's from my POV. You know? It's not actually gonna be it's not actually gonna be like something different. It'll just be like slightly, you know? Do. Yeah, we have two boxes of snacks to open. I thought about doing one. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm doing it right, but I have two snack boxes to open. So, we got to do that at some point. I'm not going to lie, gang. I am pretty tired and I actually have to go to the post office to ship out this keyboard that I made. So, I might just end stream here. I won't lie. I'm kind of eepy. Kind of a short one today, I know, but I got shit to do. I got to drop this shit off at the post office. But we did our I got shit to do, but we did our collab and we did our sponsor, so we're chilling. We're big chillin'. But I will be back tomorrow. We're going to do a hand cam probably around like 3 or 4 p.m. PST. I'm going to open some exotic snacks. So everyone have a nice day, okay?